can turn the world on with her smile, who can take a nothing day and suddenly make it all seem worthwhile. Well, it's you, girl, and you should know it. With each glance and every little movement you show it. Love is all around, no need to waste it. You can never tell, why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all. You're gonna make it after all.
Morning, Murray.
Oh, Mary, come here. Look at this review your documentary got.
You're kidding. The paper reviewed my show?
Yeah.
What does it say? I tuned in to WJM-TV last night to see a typically dull documentary about chimps at the Como Park Zoo. Oh, Murray. You work for a month on a show and then some writer from... Instead, I was treated to a fascinating, informative, and fast-moving half-hour narrated by anthropologist Margaret Kellogg. We give producer Mary Richards 4 stars. 4 stars, Murray. They never give 4 stars.
That's right. The best Ted ever got was 3 lemons.
Hey, look, Murray, they mentioned you, too.
I know.
Credit for the outstanding writing on the show goes to Muriel Slaughter.
My mother would be so pleased. She always wanted a girl.
Congratulations, Barry.
Thank you, Mr. Grant.
You too, Muriel.
No.
No, I mean it. That was a terrific show last night.
Oh, thanks, Lou. I'll remind you when it's time for a raise.
I was speaking to Mary, Ted.
Huh? What do you mean? You said terrific show last night, and it's my new show, not Mary's. Mine. So it'd be perfectly natural for me to say thank you.
Ted, we were talking about another show. It's a little show that Murray and I worked on about chimps at the zoo.
How come I didn't know anything about it?
Oh, well, Margaret Kellogg did the narration.
Well, how come I didn't do it?
Oh, we thought about it, Ted. We really did.
Why didn't I get it?
Because we thought about it, Ted.
No, it's just that Dr. Kellogg has written books about chimps and speaks brilliantly and was available to do the show. So, you know, we figured that to have you do it instead of her would be,
Stupid.
Mary?
Yeah.
Oh, Mary, I thought I heard you come in.
Hi.
My friend Mary Richards, a celebrity.
Ah, that.
Oh, that, Mary, this is quite some write-up.
Yeah.
Famous kid.
It was a nice review.
Yeah, how come you're so calm about it? If it had been me, I would have rushed out, bought 20 copies to send to everybody I know.
Ah, well, you see, that's the difference between you and me, Rhoda. I only bought 10 copies.
Hey, looks like we both had big days.
Yeah?
That was a hint, Mary. I mean, you're supposed to ask me what kind of a big day I had.
Rhoda, I'm sorry.
I'm very glad you asked. I was sitting in Hempel's tea room, right? Having my lunch. Guess who sat down to share my table? Doug Hempel.
One of the Hempels?
Yes, Mary. The grandson of our founder, Bernard Hempel. Really? Now, I've seen him a lot around the store. You can't miss him. He's so gorgeous.
Yeah?
But I never got to know him. So here he is, sitting across the table from me. And we're really talking, Mayor. I'm just at ease. I'm kidding around, just like I'm talking to you now. But without the feet up, of course. Anyway, he starts laughing at the things I'm saying, right? Only the good stuff, because he's selective. And it turns out that we like a lot of the same things.
Yeah? Like what?
Well, like he likes Mel Brooks, which of course I do. And he likes Neil Diamond, which of course I do. And sailing, which of course, well, I could learn to since I've never sailed, but I know I would. And then we breeze through lunch and finally arrive at that awkward, is he gonna say it or not thing.
Say what or not thing?
You know, Mary, something like, how about getting together later for a drink? Or at the very least, I certainly hope our paths cross again within the span of our lifetimes. But, Mayor, nothing.
Well, Rhoda, he'll probably call you tonight.
Nah, I'm not his type. I'm not his type.
Oh, Rhoda, why is that anytime you meet a guy and it could turn out to be a real relationship, you start inventing reasons why he's not going to like you. And why is it that most of the guys you do go out with are, in some way, well, I don't know how to put it. Thieves. That's the word. Thieves. It's like the last guy. Arnie the exterminator. Used to pick you up in that van with the picture of the bug lying on his back. Little feet up in the air and a wreath on his chest. It was disgusting.
Mary, now just look, exterminating is an honorable profession.
Okay, all right. It's not just a job. Rhoda, the man was always asking you to lend him money.
Just until termite season.
Oh.
It's true, Mary. Those guys may not be perfect or even second rate. But when they drop me, I'm thrilled.
That is so dumb.
So what do you suggest I do?
Well, I know what I would do if I'd met Doug Hempel.
What?
I would try to run into him at the store, and then I would say, would you like to have lunch with me?
I'll do it.
Good.
Hi, Doug. Would you like to have lunch with Mary?
Morning, Murray.
Oh, morning, Lou.
You got any donuts left?
No, this is the only one. Well, I'd give it to you, Lou, but I'm really hungry. I didn't have any breakfast this morning.
I didn't have any breakfast either. Not only that, I skipped dinner last night.
Me too.
How big a lunch did you have?
Soup and crackers.
You got it.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, Mary, I just ran into the station manager. He said he liked your chimp show so much that he wants to rerun it next month sometime.
Hey, terrific. Congratulations.
Thanks, you too.
And he wants you to come up with some promos for it, to help publicize it.
Yeah, sure will. I'll get on that right away. Wow.
You know, Mary, now that you're getting recognition, there are things I could ask you to do before that I can't ask you now. Like when you started here, I remember you used to bring me a jelly donut every morning. You know?
Yeah, I know.
It just wouldn't be right now, I wouldn't dream of asking you. I wouldn't expect you to. Hey, I wouldn't even want you to. Yeah, but I remember when I'd come to work and I'd walk into the office and there it'd be on my desk, just sitting there on a little sheet of white paper. One raspberry jelly donut. Or sometimes a strawberry jelly. Always was red, I remember.
Poor Lou. What a year. First his wife moves out, and now he's lost his donuts.
Well, Mayor, I ran that show of yours.
Oh, how'd you like it?
Don't make me say.
Okay.
Because if I say, well, it'll only hurt your feelings.
Yeah, okay, Ted.
I mean, everybody wants people to like what they do, and if I said, it'd make you feel bad, so don't make me say.
It's okay, I understand.
Okay. I hated it.
You finally dragged it out of him.
I'll tell you the reason why I hated it, Mary.
Newsroom? Oh, hi, Rhoda. What? Will you slow down? I can't understand you. You did? He did? And you're going out to dinner tonight? Hey, that's marvelous. Yeah, I'm glad you asked him, too. Right. Okay, I'll talk to you tonight. Bye-bye. Rhoda is going out to dinner tonight with Doug Hempel.
Terrific. Who's Doug Hempel?
Now that you've finished your personal call in the office, I'll tell you exactly why I didn't like your show, Mayor. It's only fair.
Oh, gee, Ted, I don't think it's necessary for you to be so fair.
I didn't mind all that footage about the mother monkey and the father monkey. I mean, I'm open-minded about that sort of thing. After all, they're only animals. But that Kellogg lady you hired, the way she pronounced some of the words,
Ted,
Mary.
she's English.
English? Well, I think when those people are here, the least they could do is make an effort to sound normal.
I'll tell her to.
Oh, and another thing, Mary. It's easy to get good reviews when you use animals in shows. And everybody thinks they're so cute, that they're such great actors. Lassie, they stick a pebble in his paw to make him limp. And everybody says, oh, poor Lassie hurt his little paw. You call that acting, Mary? I'd like to see one of those animals do what I do. I'd like to see your chimp doing the news.
Isn't it wonderful that he trusts me so much that he'd say something like that in front of me? That he trusts me enough to say, I'd like to see one of your chimps doing the news. That he thinks that I wouldn't say, so would I, Ted.
You know, Mary, I've been thinking. Maybe you got the wrong idea about what I was talking about earlier.
You mean about the jelly donuts?
Yeah, the jelly donuts. Well, I just want to make it clear to you that I no longer expect you to walk all the way down to the Mr. Donut shop and stand in line just to get me a jelly donut.
Well, Mr. Grant, I never did that. I used to just pick up the phone and have them delivered.
That's all?
How many you want?
3 assorted.
Yeah, kid, come on in.
Which ones you want?
Oh, great, thanks.
Hey, place looks different.
Oh, yes, it's Doug's been coming over, Mary. I decided to fix up a little. Who am I kidding? I went into Hot getting new stuff. The rug, that, the coverlet, and the chandelier.
I love it.
Listen, I wanted to make it, a little more romantic.
Yeah?
Even took the light bulb out of my refrigerator, put in a candle.
Oh. Hey, you look absolutely wonderful.
Oh, Mare, do you believe it? It's Rhoda Morgenstern, getting ready to go out with someone she likes. Someone she really likes.
Oh, Rhoda, it's been great so far, huh?
Mary, listen, it's hard to verbalize. I mean, we're just so compatible in so many ways, including everything. I mean, Mary, I'm so, could I say it?
What?
Happy.
Oh, Rhoda.
Really, I keep imagining the whole thing in my mind, Him taking me to meet his mother. Me taking him to meet my mother.
Listen, Rhoda, I think it's just great that you feel this way, and I don't want to put any kind of a damper on anything, but listen, it's only been a week. I mean, don't you think you ought to slow down a little bit?
No. He's there. He's here, Mary. He's at the door right now. Listen, please like him.
Rhoda!
Hi, Rhoda.
Hey, Doug.
Ready?
Yeah, but listen, there's someone in here I want you to meet. Come in for just a second.
Okay.
Mary Richards, Doug Temple.
Hi, Mary.
Hello, Doug.
Oh, or do I introduce you the other way around? I never know who to say first.
Whatever you said sounds just great. Hey, the play starts in about 20 minutes.
Okay, I guess we better get going. So long.
Hope to see you again, Mary.
Thank you. It was nice meeting you.
Bye.
Doug, why don't you go on ahead? I'll be right down. Forgot something.
Okay, sure.
Okay. Do you like him? You like him, I can tell. Good.
Rhoda, I like him, but will you just go slow?
Right. I'm not going to push things. Promise. But, Mary, I can just picture my mother's wedding invitation. Mr. and Mrs. Martin Morgenstern are relieved to announce the engagement of their eldest living daughter, Rhoda Fay, to Mr. Douglas Collier Hempel. Yes, son of Hempel's department store, who's not near good enough for her.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I feel a little embarrassed talking to a plant, But people say that it's good for you, and, well, I certainly don't want to take any chances with your health. So, well, enjoy the new pot. It's a lot roomier than the old one, as you know. And, well, I don't know what else to say to you except just relax, enjoy the apartment, and try to grow up and be big and strong, okay?
I'll try, Aunt Mary. You little devil, you're getting very good at that. Listen, you should hear the talks I have with my plants upstairs. A little one-sided, admittedly. You're going to have to sit this one down soon and tell it about the birds and bees.
Yes, but I'm going to lead up to that one slowly. I'm going to start by telling it about men and women.
Men and women. Good subject, man. Glad you brought it up.
How is Doug, anyway?
Mary. Oh, Mary.
Well, that answers that, doesn't it? Tell me everything.
Oh. Something wonderful happens during the day. I can't wait to rush to him and tell him. And I say to myself, this is it. This is what having somebody really means. You want to run and tell them the good things. And then something crummy happens. And I want to run to him and tell him about it. And I say, oh, I see. It's this, too. Want to share the crummy things as well.
Oh, Rhoda.
Incredible.
It makes me feel so good to see you like this.
Hey, Mary, do you really like him?
Yeah, I really do.
What is he? Tell me what he is.
Rhoda, come on. You know everything he is.
Well, you know what I mean. Say, like, he's witty, he's bright, stuff like that.
Come on.
Tell me,
Rhoda,
please.
I only met him a couple of times.
Oh, come on, Mary, be a friend.
All right. Just winging it then, off the top of my head. I would say he is sensational.
Yeah, he is. You're right. He is sensational. That's why I wrote him this letter. Now, Mary, I have never done anything like this in my life. But I sat down to write it, and these fantastic thoughts came to me. It's the best letter I ever wrote. Oh, would you read it out loud so I can hear what it sounds like?
Sure. Dear Mr. Hempel. Mr. Hempel?
I want to start with a joke. Not too funny. I could change it.
There are so many things I want to say to you, but when I'm with you, the words just stick in my throat. So I'm writing this letter.
That's terrible. I hate it. It's really hokey. I mean, I'll change that or take that out, but go ahead.
Ever since I've known you, I've wanted to tell you how I feel about you, but I didn't want to say anything until I knew how you felt about me.
I'm not sure what that means. What does that mean?
Well,
I'll rewrite that section. I'll keep reading there.
So how do you feel about me? Check 1. A, mad about you. B, mildly infatuated. C, moved, left no forwarding address.
Mary, that's high school. That's really so high school. I can't believe it.
Rhoda Fay. It doesn't matter what the letter says. The important thing is that you don't send the letter at all. Rhoda, you're going to scare him off. It's only been 2 weeks. I mean, you're still at that, isn't it incredible that we both love Chinese food stage?
Yeah. Don't want to scare him off, huh?
Right.
I see. It's a terrible thing you should tell another human being I love you.
No, Rhoda, not at all. It's just, you don't want to say it too soon is all.
Okay, one question. When is not too soon?
You'll know. Something will tell you.
I doubt that, Mary. I wanted to say it when we were introduced. So, listen, I won't send the letter to Doug. I owe my mother a letter. It's a little weird, but...
Okay, thank you very much. That was reception. Dr. Kellogg's on her way up.
No, she's a little late, isn't she?
The chimp overslept.
Oh. Well, I'll go down to the studio and tell them we'll shoot the promo for your chimp show in 15 minutes.
Okay.
Mary.
Rhoda!
Yeah, I left work early because I'm planning this big dinner for Doug tonight. If you got a minute, I'd like to talk to you.
Yeah, sure. Come on to Mr. Grant's office. He won't be back for a few minutes.
Mary, please, don't try to talk me out of it, okay, please?
What?
Just, I know you're right and everything, but don't try to change my mind,
Rhoda,
all right?
what is it?
Tonight, I'm going to ask Doug how he feels.
Mary, Dr. Kellogg, and Hugo are here to see you.
Okay, thank you. I'll be right out. Rhoda, listen, I gotta go, but you know, don't you, that I'm right about not rushing things?
Yeah, I do know that, Mary. You kid, you're right. It's the best way to handle it. In the back of my mind, I know Mary is right.
Okay, good.
But in the front of my mind, I'll go crazy if I don't ask him.
Rhoda, listen, I gotta go. There's a chimp waiting for me. But listen, I'll talk to you tonight, all right? And in the meantime, please don't do anything, okay?
Okay.
I gotta go do this chimp thing.
Yeah, go. Thank you.
Hello, Dr. Kellogg.
Hello, Mary.
I'd like you to meet Rhoda Morgenstern.
Oh, how do you do?
Hello, doctor. There are only 2 N's in banana.
Mr. Grant, this is Dr. Kellogg. She's going to help us do the promos.
Oh, right. Of course. Nice to meet you.
Nice
I'll
to
just
meet
go
you, too.
check and make sure everything's ready in the studio.
And this is Hugo.
Hugo?
Oh, you remember. He's the little fellow that wouldn't eat for 2 days when his grandmother died.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear it.
Oh, he's doing much better now. Hugo, say hello to Mr. Grant. Mr. Grant.
That's okay. He doesn't have to say it.
Come on now, Hugo. Shake hands with Mr. Grant.
No, it's okay, Hugo.
Lou, maybe if you put your hand out first.
Right. They say, Hugo.
But he usually doesn't take to people until he's known them for a bit, you know?
Say, Mer, I can't understand this last... Oh, wait a minute. You're not Mer.
You're right, Dr. Kellogg. He doesn't take to people.
Listen, I guess you'll understand if I don't walk you all the way to your car, huh?
Rhoda, I really hope you know how I feel. I want you
Listen, please, Doug. It's all right. Really, everything's fine. I just asked you during the Waltons to tell me exactly how you felt. Before you had a chance to tell me, I told you. You said nothing wrong, honest, Doug. Nothing at all. The only thing wrong is that now you think I'm crying over what you said. And what I'm crying about is the Waltons. That show was
Rhoda.
sad. I mean, that part tonight, I cried so hard when John Boy died. Oh.
John Boy didn't die. How could he die? He's the star of the show.
So his innocence died. Something, I don't know. Something died up there. I mean, I saw it on the show. His frog died. Something. What do you think? I always carry on like this?
Rhoda, listen. Let's get together for lunch tomorrow and talk some more. I want to talk about this. I think it's important.
Sure. Hey, wait, Doug, please. I'm not this sophisticated. Hi. Hi. Mary, you know my friend, Doug Hempel?
Hi, Mary.
Hi, Doug.
Small world, huh?
Rhoda, we will talk about it, won't we?
Sure. Listen, Doug, I am okay. Really. I just don't think I'll be in tomorrow. Really, I just can't. You can dock me if you want, but I can't come in tomorrow.
Rhoda, listen, I'm not going to dock you.
Oh, good. Perhaps you'll punch in for me.
I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Right. Good. Hi. What's new?
You want to come inside?
Yeah.
Rhoda, what happened?
Doesn't hear bells. Does not hear bells. That's the expression he used. Oh, he says, Rhoda, you're great. You're this, you're that. But he doesn't hear bells. Who's he been dating? Avon ladies? You know, Mary, actually, when you get right down to it, I don't know how I could be this hurt over a guy who would use such a courting expression.
Why is it that people can't be open with each other? Why do the honest people always get clobbered?
Why does it always rain after you wash your car?
Well, at least in about 6 months, you'll be able to look back on this and realize that you gained something from it.
Yeah, probably about 10 pounds.
If only you didn't have to wait the 6 months. If we could just figure out now what was good about it.
I know one good thing, Mayor.
What?
You know all those other times with those other guys when it didn't work out? Well, notice that this time that I'm being not loved. It's by a better class of guy. Another good thing.
What?
You know that love letter that I wrote to Doug and I didn't send?
Yeah.
I sent it to my mother. She called me from New York this morning, and she told me that letter made her the happiest mother in the whole world.
My show is coming on right after this commercial.
Oh, what promo?
The one that Ted did with the chimp.
You're kidding. I thought Ted wouldn't have anything to do with your show.
Well, that's true, but see, Mr. Grant explained to him how it would be good for his image if he helped promote a cultural, intellectual show like
How
ours.
much did you have to pay him?
$50. It really went very well. See, they let the tape run a little bit longer so that, well, you'll see. Ah, it's coming on now.
This is Ted Baxter saying, stay tuned to WJM for Chimps and what they can teach us. On Channel 12.
Terrific. Now let's do one more. And before we start, would someone straighten his tie, please?
can turn the world on with her smile? Who can take a nothing day and suddenly make it all seem worthwhile? Well, it's you, girl, and you should know it. With each glance and every little movement you show it. Love is all around, no need to waste it. You can never tell, why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all. You're gonna make it after all.
You ready to go?
Yeah, Rhoda be with you in a minute.
Okay. Do you want me to get that?
Oh, would you?
Sure. Hello? Yes, she is. Who's calling? Congresswoman who? Wait, just Phyllis. Is this you? It's got to be Phyllis, Mayor.
Rhoda, wait. I just did an interview with a congresswoman.
You did?
Give me the phone.
I'm sorry. I really am, yeah. But I'm sure this happens to you a lot. I mean, who would expect a congresswoman to call a number that I would answer? Here's Mary.
Mrs. Geddes? Yes. Oh, well, that was a friend of mine. Yes, I thought the show went very well. Well, thank you. That's very nice. The next time I get to Washington, I'd be delighted to come to your place for dinner. And listen, the next time you're in Minneapolis, I would love you to come to my place for dinner. Friday? Sure. Yes, that would be fine. Great. It's 119 North Weatherly. How about 8 o'clock? Good. I'll look forward to it. Bye-bye. Rhoda, Congresswoman Geddes is coming here for dinner Friday. That's tomorrow. Oh, Rhoda, what am I going to serve? Who'll I invite? I mean, I just have a day to get ready.
Now, Mary, just a minute. Before you go through all that, why don't the two of you just go out to a nice restaurant?
No, I can't take her to a restaurant.
But, Mary, you know about your parties.
What about my parties?
You don't know about your parties?
No, what about my parties?
Nothing.
Rhoda,
Not a
come
thing.
on. What about them?
Mary, I thought you knew. Your parties are disasters. I mean, I thought you knew. How could you not know
Yes,
that?
I know. Okay, I knew. I just didn't know that anyone else knew. Rhoda, why aren't I a wonderful hostess? You know, I should really be a wonderful hostess. I mean, I've got a warm apartment. I set a nice table. I'm a pleasant, friendly sort of person. I should give great parties.
All right, Mary. Give the party. But just keep it small this time. I mean, just a small, congenial group. Now, how many people do you know that like each other?
6.
6.
That's how many I can seat at my dining table.
Then that's all you should have.
Oh, Rhoda, I hope this party turns out all right. I mean, I hope I finally give a good party because, I mean, if I don't, I'm going to start being afraid to invite people over here, you know? Pretty soon people won't invite me to their place because they'll be afraid I'll invite them back here and they won't want to come. Before you know it, I'm going to end up a little old lady sitting alone in my apartment tickling my cat.
Yes?
Mr. Grant,
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering if you're not doing anything tomorrow night, if you'd like to come to my place for dinner.
Sure. I was wondering where I was going to eat.
Oh, great. It's just going to be a small dinner party.
I can't make it.
Mr. Grant, when you thought it was just going to be dinner, you could make it.
Mary, I'm going to have to be frank with you. Brutally frank. Okay?
Yes, of course.
You give rotten parties.
Well, Mr. Grant, I
No,
really...
it's not that I don't have a good time at your parties, Mary. I've had some of the worst times in my life. Agony. My wife and I broke up at one of your parties, you remember? Not that I'm holding your party responsible, you understand, but it sure didn't help.
Well, I'm glad that you were able to be so very frank, Mr. Grant.
I'll tell you why I don't have a good time at your parties.
No need to go into any of that.
I don't like parties where they run out of scotch early and I have to drink a punch made out of white wine and Kool-Aid.
No, Mr. Grant, that was not Kool-Aid, and that was cassis.
Well, whatever it was made my lips red.
But it's not going to be that kind of a party. It's going to be just a small dinner party that I'm giving for Congressman Geddes. You remember we did that interview show together?
Mm.
And it'll be you, me, Murray and his wife, and Rhoda.
What about Ted?
Well, I'm not going to have room for Ted.
Okay, 1 point for you. It's just so depressing thinking about going to another one of your... But I guess you wouldn't ask me if you didn't need me, so I'll be there.
Good, I'm glad. Thank you, Mr. Grant.
Oh, and Mary, this is your last shot.
Don't worry about it. Okay, goodbye. Well, I'm sorry, Mayor. I can make it, but Marie's got to go to Chicago to visit her sister.
Oh, well, that's terrific. Great.
What?
No, Marie, I don't mean it's terrific that Marie can't make it. I mean, it's terrific because now I can invite a date. So, now all I have to worry about is what to serve.
Well, say, why don't you go see Sue Ann Nevins? She'll be a great help. You know, the other day, Marie made something she saw Sue Ann prepare on her Happy Homemaker show.
Yeah?
In fact, it was the exact same dinner the Nixon served to French President Pompidou when he went to the White House.
No kidding. How was it?
Great. The best franks and beans I ever had.
And after baking in a 340-degree oven for 40 minutes, our strawberry swirl is ready to serve. Let's take a look at our finished product, shall we? Now then. Oh, surely that isn't how a strawberry swirl is supposed to look. Is it? Somebody forgot to plug in the oven. Well, I guess that just goes to show that anybody can make a mistake, even your happy homemaker. Now, don't you go away. We'll be right back after this commercial message.
All clear.
All right, who the hell is responsible? Mary. Hi. I'm waiting for an answer.
5 seconds, Sue Ann.
Don't go away.
Stand by. Cue Sue Ann.
Well, it seems as though we've come to the end of another show. It was so nice of you to drop around for our little visit. Remember to come back tomorrow when I'll have some handy hints on how to feel fresh fruit. So until tomorrow, this is Sue Ann Nivens, your happy homemaker, saying, God couldn't be everywhere, so he made mothers.
All clear, Sue Ann.
All right, everyone stay right where he is. We're going to have a little meeting. Cy, come down here. Mary, dear, aren't you looking lovely? What can I do for you?
Well, gee, it's not really important, Sue Ann. I can come back another time.
Oh, nonsense. I'll be done chewing out the crew in 2 shakes of a lamb's turkey. Oh, it's Cy Fisher, my producer. I'm sure you know Mary Richards.
Hello.
Hello.
And now, Cy, perhaps you could tell me who it was who screwed up my strawberry swirl.
I don't know, Sue Ann.
You don't know? Well, we had better find out, hadn't we, Cy?
Yes, Sue Ann.
Yes. Now, Mary, what is it you want to see me about?
Oh, it's really not important.
Oh, you
Sue Ann,
come right
really.
over here into my living room and you tell me what it is I can do for you.
Well, it's just that I was planning.
Cy, I want his name and I want it fast. Is that clear?
Yes, Sue Ann.
Go on, dear.
Well, I'm having a party on Friday.
A party? What kind of party?
Well, it's going to be a dinner party.
Oh, Mary, how sweet of you to ask me. I'd love to.
Oh, well, actually, Sue Ann.
Mary, not only will I come, I will prepare the dinner. I will see to it that your little dinner party will become a feast to remember.
But, Sue Ann...
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to rake someone's tail over the coals.
Oh, how'd it go with Sue Ann?
Well, I lost a date and gained a chef. Sue Ann is coming to the party.
Oh, I didn't know you were that fond of Sue Ann. What made you invite her?
Well, Sue Ann is a great gourmet cook, and I can certainly use all the help I can get. So let's see. It'll be you, me, Rhoda, Congresswoman Geddes, who is up for re-election in a couple of months. We ought to get a look at the polls, any other background material you can find.
Hey, guys, what's up?
Nothing.
Any big stories break for tonight?
I'm afraid not, Ted.
Oh, well, you know what they say. No news is good news. Well, say, Mayor, what time do you want George Jetme to be at your dinner party tomorrow night?
did you know about the party?
Oh, there's a note on Lou's calendar. Mary's dinner party Friday night.
Ted, I don't think Lou will be happy if he knows that you're reading things on his desk when he's not there.
Murray, I wouldn't do that. He was there while I read it. It's a little trick I've mastered, reading upside down.
Now, if you could only learn how to do it right side up.
Usually I like a bit more notice for a party, Mary, but I'm sure you've got a good reason.
Excuse me, I'm going to get those poles you wanted me to find.
Well, Murray...
So, what time is the party, Mary?
Well, Ted, there's a little problem. You see, it's a sit-down dinner party, and I've only got room for 6 people.
Oh, say, okay. Listen, I understand.
Oh, good, Ted. I'm really glad you do.
Of course, say no more. I'll just leave Georgette at home. I mean, so she misses a dinner, big deal. It's not as if she's going to go hungry or anything. Besides, I've done enough for her this week anyway, so what time is it?
Well, Ted, you see, I don't have room for you either.
Come again?
Ted, I've got this very small dining table. Well, you've seen the table, you know, and there's only room for 6 people.
Let me get this straight. Are you saying I'm not invited?
I'm sorry, Ted.
Well, just let me understand this correctly.
No, Ted, you see...
Just to get it clear in my own mind.
No, if you could just try to understand.
Okay, I understand. You only have room for 6 people, and I'm not invited. I don't need a house to fall in on me.
I'm sorry, Ted.
So who are the 6 people, Mary?
Well, there's the guest of honor, Congresswoman Geddes.
Oh, I can understand you're inviting the guest of honor ahead of me. Who else?
Well, and then there's Rhoda.
I can understand inviting your best friend over me. Who else?
Mr. Grant.
Well, that's all. I can understand that. He's your boss. You want to butter him up.
And then there's me.
Well, it's your apartment.
And Sue Ann Niven.
Wait a minute.
Cooking the dinner, Ted.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, I understand. Wait a minute, that's 5. Who's the 6th?
Murray.
You invited Murray over me?
Yeah.
Murray? My Murray?
I did that, Ted, but I explained to
Oh,
you.
please. You don't owe me any explanations. You know why? Because I'm glad I wasn't invited to your party. Do you think I even want to go to one of your parties? It is to laugh, Mary. You know something, Mary? You don't know this. But I've had lots of parties that you were never invited. Oh, yes, that's right. Wonderful parties, and you were never invited. Come as you are parties, surprise parties, Hawaiian night parties, where you had to say aloha or you couldn't get in. Parties that would have changed your life, Mary, and you weren't invited. Parties where you would have fallen in love with that Mr. Right you've been so desperately waiting for. Yes, Mary, he was at one of my parties, too. The one man in the world meant just for you, Mary, and you missed him. The man that would have given you a home and marriage and children and comfort in your old age was at one of my parties, Mary, and you weren't invited.
Well, did you tell Ted he wasn't invited?
Yeah, I told him.
How'd he take it?
Not bad. And I think that's everything.
Right.
So I'll see you tonight at 8, right?
Right, 8 o'clock.
Okay.
Hiya, Ted.
Oh, pardon me, Mary, but where are you going?
Home, Ted?
Oh, home. Going home so early?
Well, yeah, I have everything finished, and I have to get home.
Oh, of course. Tonight's the big party for the Minneapolis 6. However, did it slip my mind?
Ted, please excuse me.
What is it, Mary? What is it really? I mean, what is it? Is it because you resent my success? Is that what it is?
Oh, Ted, please, I'm trying to explain to you. I just have room for 6 people.
I'll bring my own dish. How's that? So it doesn't match
Oh,
yours.
Ted, won't you try to understand? There'll be other parties.
I'll give you $20.
I really have to be going.
Mary, please. Before you go, I'd like to tell you a little story, okay?
Okay.
Maybe you'll be able to profit by it. I'll never forget it. I was 15 years old at the time. Sensitive, shy, quiet little lad. Suffering the anguish of growing up. And it was Christmas time, and a girl in my class was throwing a Christmas party. And everyone was invited, except me, Mary. When I found out about it, I went over to see her, and I asked her, why? And she said, because I hate your guts. Well, that night of the party, I spent at home, alone, in my room, and I cried. It's probably the worst night in my life, Mayor. Outside it was snowing and the carolers were singing. It came upon me. I felt then that in all the world I was the loneliest person that ever lived. But then it came to me, Mary. Why should I sit there feeling sorry for myself? So I went down to my basement, got my junior chemistry set. I made the biggest stink bomb you ever saw. And I threw it right in the middle of that party.
How's dinner coming?
Oh, Mary, I have outdone myself. Don't burn. Oh, delicious.
Mm-hmm.
And Julia Child says 4 cups of heavy cream. Well, I am ready to serve the salad. Where is everybody?
Well, it's only 7:45.
What do you mean, only 7:45? I have timed my veal Prince Orloff for 8 o'clock.
But, Sue Ann, I didn't tell anyone to get here until 8 o'clock.
Well, Mary, dear, I'm sorry, but if we don't eat at 8 o'clock, we might as well take my delicious dinner and flush it right down the toilet. You see, they're already here. I'll start serving the salad.
Well, no, Sue Ann,
Hi, Mayor.
Hi.
Mary, this is Steve Waldman. Steve, this is Mary Richards.
Hello.
Come on.
Hello? Rhoda, could I talk to you for just a moment?
Yes, and I wanted to talk to you too, Mayor. I'll be with you in a minute, Steve.
Rhoda, why is he here?
Mary, listen. Steve and I work together at Hempel's.
Uh-huh.
And tonight, after 4 years with the store, he gets fired. So when he asked me to have dinner, I just couldn't say no.
The salad is on the table. Hello, Rhoda, dear. Mary, we eat in 4 minutes.
Sue Ann, nobody is here yet. They're not here. Rhoda, do you see these chairs? There are 6 chairs. Do you see them? There is no room for him.
Mary, he can sit up there at the little table.
Rhoda, please. Rhoda, listen, I want this party to be a good party.
I
You
know
know,
you
I
do.
want that so badly. And there is not enough food for him. Sue Ann made it very clear to me. There are exactly 6 portions of veal Prince Orloff. No more, no less.
He can have half of mine.
3 minutes, Mary.
I know, Sue Ann, I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Just a little tense. Rhoda.
Hi, I'm Steve Waldman.
Lou Grant,
Murray Slaughter.
how are you?
Oh, fine. I just got fired. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, me too.
Hi, Murray. Come on
Hi,
in,
Mary.
Mr. Grant.
Hi, Mary.
Can I get you a drink?
You sure?
No drinks, Mary. We eat in 2 minutes.
Miss Richards, I want to thank you for inviting me to dinner.
Rhoda, set a place for him at the little table.
Thank you. 1 minute, Mary.
Sue Ann, Congresswoman Geddes isn't here yet.
Oh, Mary, dear, do you have any idea what happens if you let veal Prince Orloff sit in an oven too long?
No, what?
He dies. Hello, I'm Margaret Geddes.
Steve Waldman.
Oh, how do you do?
Well, I was just fired.
I'm sorry.
Congresswoman Geddes, it's so nice to see you again. Everybody, this is Representative
Margaret.
Margaret Geddes, Rhoda Morgenstern,
Pleasure, truly.
Lou Grant,
Hello, how are you?
Murray Slaughter, and Sue Ann Nibbins.
How do you do? Mary, your dinner is served.
Well, shall we all take our places then?
What happened to my drink?
Oh, Mary's so sorry to rush us all like this, but she mistimed her dinner. Mary, dear, would you like to bring out the veal Prince Orloff?
Sure.
And we'll start on your lovely salad. Mary made it all herself. My, it looks delicious. Thank you. And this is Mary's veal Prince Orloff.
Oh, wow.
That's
Look
beautiful.
at that. Look at that.
Hey,
Can
that
you
smells
see
great.
that? Really, it's fantastic.
Mrs. Geddes?
Well, not yet, dear. Thank you. I haven't finished my salad.
I finished my salad.
Excuse me, could someone just pass the salt?
Mr. Grant?
Oh, am. I'm really starved, Mary. I really am. Thanks a lot.
Mr. Grant, could I speak to you for a minute?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, in the living room, I need your help.
Oh, sure. What's wrong, Mary? You seem upset.
Mr. Grant, you took 3 servings of the veal.
Yeah.
Mr. Grant, there are 6 people. You took half.
You mean that's all there is? What's on this platter?
Yes. Mr. Grant, you've got to put some back. I just don't have enough for everybody. 3 people aren't going to get any dinner.
All right, I'll put it back. Say, you know what? I'm not as hungry as I thought I
Mary, what a delightful evening. Magnificent conversation, delicious food.
Is everybody ready for dessert?
And tonight, I saved room for it. Good. What are we having, Mary? Do I smell baked pears, Alicia?
Right, baked pears, Alicia.
Oh, what a wonderful surprise. It's my favorite dessert in the whole world.
Listen, why don't we all have dessert and coffee in the living area?
Mary, the party's going great.
I know. I can't believe it.
Just great. It's the best party you ever gave. I mean, it's 9 o'clock and everybody's still here.
We'll have our coffee and Alicia's in just a minute.
I can't wait.
Good. Ted, what a pleasant surprise.
Oh, I was having a few drinks alone. Waterfront bar. Dangerous-looking characters around. I said to myself, maybe Mary didn't have time to think about dessert. So, well, here it is. Sherbet for 6.
Ted, that was very thoughtful of you. Would you like to come in?
Oh, no. I don't want to come in or anything. Hi, Lou. Murray, Rhoda. Say, Lou, if you need a lift, I'll be waiting outside. Don't hurry.
Ted, are you sure you don't want to come?
Oh, no.
Ted, really, don't you want to come in?
No, I'm sure.
Are you sure?
Yeah. You're not going to close the door in my face, are you? Hi, everybody. Sorry I'm late.
What's wrong with you anyway? You got a screw loose somewhere? You playing with a full deck up there, fella?
I'm not sure I get what you mean, Lou.
Well, what I mean is, why are you always doing stuff like showing up in places where you weren't invited with a pint of sherbet?
Be fair, Lou. The sherbet's a new touch.
I don't know what makes me do this. Maybe it's because I'm remembering a party of a long time ago. Maybe it's because I'm remembering a 15-year-old boy. Shy, sensitive lad, suffering the anguish of growing up. You see, it was Christmas time, and a girl in my class was throwing a Christmas party, and everybody was invited except me. When I found out about it, I went over to her and I asked why. And she said, because you're poor. And you don't have nice clothes.
Ted, did that actually happen?
It crossed my heart, Rhoda. Well, I stayed home the night of the party, alone in my room. And I cried. Outside it was snowing and the carolers were singing. It came upon me.
who can turn the world on with her smile, who can take a nothing day and suddenly make it all seem worthwhile. Well, it's you, girl, and you should know it. With each glance and every little movement you show it. Love is all around, no need to waste it. You can have the town, why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all. You're gonna make it after all.
Mr. Grant likes his cereal. It's whole ground wheat with raw nuts and raisins.
Ted, you're wasting your time. That's health food cereal. They don't put prizes in it.
I didn't know you made Lou's breakfast for him, Mary. Starting tomorrow, include your Anchorman in that, will you? I like Cocoa Puffs, Kaboom, and anything they shoot out of a cannon.
No, Ted, I'm not going to make your breakfast for you. I volunteered to do this for Mr. Grant because, well, since Mrs. Grant left him, he hasn't been handling things like meals too well.
Wasn't eating his breakfast?
Well, his version of breakfast, a bottle of beer and some Oreos.
Is he still coming over every night, Mayor?
Yeah. Well, you know, he just doesn't know what to do with himself. I mean, he and Mrs. Grant were married for 26 years, and he's just not making it on his own. I mean, even things like waking up in the morning, you know. I mean, he was oversleeping every morning until I started giving him a wake-up call. You missed one, Ted.
Morning, Lou.
Oh, morning, Lou. Hey, shouldn't you be wearing a long red suit and going ho, ho, ho? Sorry, Lou.
Right, Mary, in my office.
Something wrong, Mr. Grant?
Mary, you gotta find me a laundry. My washer and dryer broke, and it's reached the point where this is the only shirt that still looks good in the whole house.
Mr. Grant, could you move the bag?
Oh, yeah.
You want me to find a repair service for you?
No, thanks. I've called the repair service.
What'd they say?
The man should be there sometime between 9 and 6, they say. Oh, how convenient, I say. That exactly coincides with my working hours. That's what they say.
You know what else they do when you're working? They say they'll send a man over at noon. So at noon, you race home, and you find a note saying, sorry, we missed you. It's too much.
Mary, you miss my point. I'm not here to swap stories over the back fence with you. I want to get my laundry done.
I will find you a laundry.
All right, thanks. Mary, that was favor number 1. Now we're up to favor number 2.
Yeah, sure.
Could you sort of casually drop in on Edie and then come back and tell me how she's getting along?
Oh, Mr. Grant, no. You want me to spy on her?
Oh, Mary. I'm not asking you to spy on her. I'm not asking you to spy on her. I'm just saying, could you visit her and then secretly report back to me everything you find out? 1 slice of banana?
Mr. Grant, I don't want to do this. A lot. I mean, I just don't want to be in the middle.
Look, Mary, you're not going to be in the middle. I'm really worried. She's out there alone somewhere without a master charge. I just want to know how she is.
But I'm sure she's just fine.
Would you go if there was a really important reason to see Edie?
Yes, of course I would, but there's nothing like that.
How about this letter? With the stamp of the United States of America, which must go through. There's cash in there.
Yeah, 2 cents from Reader's Digest.
That he one place for dinner? I mean, no place for Lou? You're dreaming.
Oh, Rhoda, I hope not. But he said he wasn't coming over for dinner tonight.
Mary, he always says he isn't coming over tonight. I mean, every night he's come over, he said he's not coming over.
Hey, listen, I want to ask you a tough question, and I want you to be truthful.
Oh, that question. Well, the answer to that is when I was 20. And no, not at first.
No.
But then later.
Rhoda, wait, that's not my question. My question is, Mr. Grant wants me to see Mrs. Grant as a kind of a go-between. Do you think I should?
You call that a tough question? That's not a tough question. A tough question is if you and Paul Newman were stranded on a desert island and he had amnesia, would you tell him he was married to Joanne Woodward? That is a tough question. In answer to your question, don't be ridiculous. You'll only get in the middle.
I know. But I just keep thinking maybe it would help get them back together. I mean, anything that works.
Yeah, little did you know that when they split up, you'd get custody of Lou.
Listen, Rhoda, if he does come over, would you stay?
Sure, I'll stay. Listen, he's cute. I love how he lumbers in here wondering about his dinner.
He walks in that door every night at 8 o'clock, dumps his life in my lap, and then leaves at 11. I mean, I don't even go out at night anymore. I can't stand the thought of him knocking at that door and not getting any answer. Hello? Hello?
Oh, good. Daddy's home.
Really cute. Mr. Grant, well.
Hi, Mary, Rhoda.
Hi, Lou. Won't you come in?
Oh, boy, rough day at the office. Is it good to be home?
And it's really good to have you here in my apartment.
So what's for dinner? Don't tell me. It's ham. I could smell it all the way up the stairs. I said to myself, I know Mary's making ham. Smells great.
Well, thank you, but it's red snapper.
Red snapper? That's not a kind of ham, Mary. That's a kind of fish.
Well, yes, I know.
Red snapper's a fish. You didn't tell me we were having fish, Mary.
Don't you like fish, Lou?
Fish has bones in it.
Oh, no. You pick around the bones. That's how that's done. You see, you just pick around them.
I just thought we were having ham, that's all.
Lou, I know I am speaking for Mary. Mary, I hope this is all right. Mary can take the bones out of your fish before she even serves you your fish. She can do that, Lou. Couldn't you do that, Mary?
I could do that, Mr. Grant.
Well, either way, I just thought we were having ham, that's all. What else are we having? What vegetables?
Corn?
Corn? Well, corn's okay. I'm not in love with corn. But corn... What else?
Well, I thought we'd have a big...
Oh, corn is more than okay. No, corn's fine. Good choice, Mary, corn.
What a relief.
So, what kind of day did you have, Rhoda?
Oh, me, Lou? A good day. Very nice, thank you.
What kind of day did you have, Mary?
Did you know what kind of day I had?
Well, maybe Rhoda would like to know what you did.
Yes, Mary, what did you do today?
I'll tell you what she did. Her boss, her friend, asked her to do him a little favor. Just a small favor to go see his wife. And she said she wouldn't.
Mr. Grant, we went through all that today. Do we have to go through it again now?
Look, I don't want to get in the middle of your fight. One of you sign my report card, I'm going to my room.
Hey, what time is it? There's a good fight on TV tonight.
Oh, gee, Mr. Grant, I really don't feel like watching a fight.
Lou, why don't you go upstairs and watch the fight on my TV? Huh?
Hey, I don't have to see it if you two want to watch something else.
No, that's okay, really. If we want to watch something, we'll watch it at Rhoda's. She's got this little, tummy TV.
Yeah?
Got a little screen about that big.
Yeah. Last night I watched Tora. However, all I got was Tora.
Hey, I don't want to put you two out. Why don't I go watch the fights at a bar or something?
No, Mr. Grant, I don't want you sitting alone in some dumb bar. I want you staying home tonight. I mean, here, in my, because this isn't your, it's mine. I'll see Mrs. Grant tomorrow. I will do that. Oh, yes, I will. Sure.
Well, Mary, hello.
Hello.
I was so glad when you called.
Well, listen, I really, can only stay a little while. I mostly was just wondering how you are.
How sweet of you. Well, this is it. Won't you come in?
Well, yes, okay, but really, just for a minute, just a minute.
Everything here is an et. This is a kitchenette, a dinette. Would you care for a drinkette?
It's really great. You know, it looks like you.
Thanks, I kind of thought it did too. Has my eyes.
So, how are you?
Tonight, pretty good.
Good.
Come sit down, Mary. It's really nice of you to drop by.
Oh.
Especially since you're so much closer to Lou than to me.
Oh, no, I like to think that I'm close to both of you. Really, Mrs. Edie. Very close.
How's Lou?
Fine.
You know, I miss him. I'd like to call and invite him to dinner, but I'm afraid he'd take it wrong, read all sorts of things into it. Like I want to get back together again or something. Maybe you could... Oh, no. No, I don't want to put you in the middle.
Oh, well, no. Go and put me in the middle. Really. What is the big deal about being put in the middle? What night would you like him to come over?
Well, how about Thursday?
I'll ask him.
Excuse me.
Sure.
Ted.
Oh, Edie.
Hello, Murray.
Hi, Edie.
What are you guys doing here?
Edie, I'm here because I knew Mary came to talk to you, and I said to myself, why does she always get to be the good one?
And I'm here to see to it that Ted doesn't stay too long.
Well, come on in. Can I get you anything?
No, thanks.
Are you sure, Mary?
Yes, really.
I'll have a cream soda. Tall glass, lots of ice, and a twist of lemon.
I don't think I have cream soda. Would you take ginger ale instead?
Well, never mind. Edie, I'm going to come right to the point. Lou is heavily involved with a French showgirl named Brigitte Dubois. And if you don't make your move pretty soon, you're going to lose him forever.
Ted?
Ted, phone call for you.
Oh, excuse me. I'll have that ginger ale.
You are just making matters worse. Now, look, I can't explain it to you now, but I will later at the office, okay?
I got you. Hello? There was no phone call either?
No.
Tell Mr. Cronkite I can't speak to him now, and I'll call him back. Edie, I was out of line with what I said before because it wasn't the truth. The real truth is, Lou is ready to crawl back to you. The man will get down on his knees and hands and crawl back to you, begging your forgiveness if you only take him back. Oh, come on, Edie, be a sport.
Telegram, Ted.
All right, so I'm not the most diplomatic person in the world, but I care. Edie, I know I speak for all of us when I say, all we want is for you two crazy kids to sit down and at least talk this thing over.
All right, Ted, I'll tell you what. Mary, why don't you ask Lou to come here for dinner Thursday evening?
That's a good idea, Edie.
Where? And you thought I was going to come here and just make a fool of myself.
Morning.
Morning, Lou.
Oh, Mr. Grant. I saw Edie last night.
Oh, yeah? That's nice. Murray, let's try to get those demographic charts out by tonight.
Yeah, Lou.
Oh, Mary, could you come in for a minute, please?
What'd she do? What'd she say? How'd she act? Wait. Okay, what'd she do? What'd she say? How'd she act? Wait. Start at the beginning. You got there.
All right, I got there.
Wait. Start with when you called.
All right, I called.
Wait.
Mr. Grant, will you please let me tell it my own way? I will tell you everything that happened. I'll start at the beginning, okay?
Okay.
I called and said that I'd like to drop by.
What'd she say?
She said fine.
Uh-huh.
And I said, all right then, I'll see you later.
What did she say?
She said, fine.
Look, Mary, see, what I'm actually looking for is something like, you said something, and Edie suddenly screamed out, oh, my Lou, I love him so. I cannot stand living without him anymore. Was there anything along those lines?
Well, no.
I see.
Well, I went over to her apartment.
What did it look like, her apartment?
Oh, very nice, very comfortable.
But what did it look like?
Well, it looked airy, a nice couch, fluffy pillows. Oh, there was a Queen Anne desk, a replica, or maybe it was Louis XIV. No, I think it was most likely Queen Anne, because I always get those two periods mixed up anyway.
What did it look like? Did it look like the apartment of a woman who's going to stay there briefly and then move back to her husband? Did it look like the apartment of someone who's going to be there for a while and wants to make it more attractive for another man? What am I saying? Edie's not going around with another man, is she? Mary?
Mr. Grant, the subject never came up. How would I know? I don't.
Mary, you were in the woman's apartment. There are signs, there are hints.
Well...
Was there a guy lying on the couch?
Mr. Grant, if she were seeing another man, would she want you to come over to dinner this Thursday at 7:30?
She wants me to come to dinner Thursday night?
Yes.
So there's another man. Thursday night? Fortunately, I'm free.
You want to see me, Lou?
Yeah, Ted, come on in. Ted, I've always noticed that you really smell good.
Come on, Lou. You didn't ask me to come in here just to tell me I smell good.
Yes, I did, Ted. I really did. I've always noticed that you're a guy who looks nice, dresses well, and smells good.
Come on, Lou. You didn't ask me to come in to tell me I look nice, dress well, smell good, and do a heck of a job at the news.
Yes, I did, Ted. I really did. You see, tonight is a very special night for me. And tonight, I'm particularly interested in your smell.
Lou, how long has it been since your wife left you?
Ted, I just want to borrow your aftershave.
Oh, that makes sense. I'll go up to my dressing room and get it.
Mr. Grant, here's the film on that railroad story you wanted.
Thanks.
Oh, Mr. Grant, you look so nice. Look at your hair.
I just got a cut, that's all. Where's my other cufflink?
Well, you just look, your tie, the shirt, your hair, you look just, well, so nice.
Do we have to keep talking about this?
And Lou, what happened to your hair? It looks all arranged.
I got it cut, that's all.
And it's combed. You combed your hair. Hey, look, what's the big occasion?
I'm just going to be seeing Edie tonight, that's all.
Oh, hey, good luck, Lou. Really.
Okay.
All I can say is, Lou, my heart will be with you. My thoughts and hopes will be by your side.
I'm just dropping by, that's all. I'm just dropping by. Excuse me. Okay, Ted. Thanks.
Well, aren't you going to use it, Lou?
That's all, Ted. Thanks. Hey, listen, everybody. I really hadn't planned on drawing a crowd. Why doesn't everybody just go home? Go home, everybody.
Well, I guess I'll just mosey on home.
Just remember, Lou, I'll be thinking of you and praying as hard as I can that everything turns out right. And also try to relax.
Just have a wonderful, wonderful evening.
Okay. Good night.
you guessed it. Hello, Edie.
Come on in, Lou. Thank you. How sweet. I made something you like, I bet.
Lasagna?
No, red snapper.
Well, look at this place. What a nice place you have, Edie.
I never thought you'd really like any place I got for myself.
Oh, I like it. I think it's fantastic. Very, very nice place, yeah. I like the carpet. I like those drapes. Hey, am I nuts, or is that a Queen Anne desk? Nice Queen Anne desk.
Thank you.
Nice couch. Yeah, nice. Very comfortable. Wow, am I beat? Why don't I just sack out here overnight? Oh, what am I, a kid? Acting like a kid. You're my wife. I'm your husband. If I wanted to ask you to have marital relations, I just flat come out and say, let's have marital relations. Edie, you want to have marital relations?
No, Lou.
So this is a crummy place you left me for.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, you got a great view here.
Thank you.
Great view. Mm-hmm. Over 2 billion served so far. Wonderful. Wonderful. You can just keep track here all the time without ever having to leave your window. Oh, just think, when you're an old lady, you can sit there in a rocking chair and you can say, sold another one. 16 billion and 3.
Lou, I really feel that we should think of each other as friends. Look, some theater tickets came that we ordered a while back, and they're for next Thursday, and I think we should go together, but as friends. What do you think?
What do I think? You want us to think of each other as friends, kind of like pals, buddies, amigos. Is that correct?
Lou, you know what I mean.
Well, we had 3 daughters together, pal. We slept in the same bed approximately 26 years, old buddy. And now what you're saying is you want us to be friends. Was that the word you used?
Yes, that was the word I used.
We're not going to be friends, Edie. I told you I never wanted another woman when I meant it. And I told you I never wanted another woman when I didn't mean it. And we survived it all of it. I'm going to go to that play with you, Edie. Am I going as a friend or not a friend?
Not as a friend. Don't gloat.
Why is it when I call a meeting, you're always late?
It's just that we're curious about last night.
Well, I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, okay, Lou. I understand if you don't want to talk about it.
Well, I don't. Fix him up with his own wife, give my best aftershave, and he thinks he's going to sit there and dummy up on me?
Listen, I don't know what to tell you. We talked about her new job, and I pretended I was interested, and we talked about my office, and she pretended she was interested. I pretended to enjoy the fish. We watched a little television, and she went to bed, and I went out to a bar and had a couple of drinks, just like we were married.
can turn the world on with her smile? Who can take a nothing day and suddenly make it all seem worthwhile? Well, it's you, girl, and you should know it. With each glance and every little movement you show it. Love is all around, no need to waste it. You can never tell, why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all. You're gonna make it after all.
How are we doing?
Well, we're up to the M so far.
No.
Oh, that's more than halfway.
Mary, I'll never make it. My tongue will be sticky for life.
You're both doing fine, and the League of Women Voters thanks you.
Phyllis, I don't know where you find the time to do this and your ecology thing.
Oh, I'm not doing that anymore.
Oh, why not?
Oh, they got sort of snippy when I showed up for a rally in my leopard coat.
I don't know why. I mean, it was dead when you got it. Wasn't it?
Anyway, I glad for the extra time because this year I'm chairperson for the Concerned Democrats of Minneapolis, and we're going to choose a candidate for the city council primary.
Well, Phyllis, I'm really impressed.
Well, I can't help being one of those people who does more than her share. It's one of my greatest failings. I'm a giver.
Also a carrier.
Mary, let me ask you this. Suppose my committee wanted someone from your news department to run for the city council.
Like who?
Oh, well, let's just say someone with the right image. Someone trustworthy, respected, a father figure.
You mean Mr. Grant?
Someone whose face is well known. Someone with a deep voice, silver hair.
You're kidding.
Why would you think I'm kidding?
Hey, what? What?
Well, Phyllis just said that she, and apparently she means it. You're not kidding?
I'm not kidding.
That she wants Ted to run for city council.
You're kidding.
I think he'd make quite a contender.
Phyllis, why would anyone want Ted?
You do. He does your show.
Yeah, he does. And Mr. Grant drinks. Murray has an acid stomach. And I'm very nervous.
Is Ted a bad person? Is he corrupt?
No.
Unethical?
No.
What? Well, what then?
Phyllis, you don't know Ted. Let me try to explain Ted to you. Ted is not bright.
He doesn't have to be that bright. I'm bright. I'm bright enough for the two of us.
Oh, Phyllis.
I have enough drive for the two of us. I have enough ambition for the two of us. I have enough education. I have enough sheer concern.
Then why don't you run?
I don't have enough time.
Give me your honest opinion, Georgette. How was I tonight on a scale of 9 to 10?
I thought you were just marvelous. But then I always do. You know that.
That's true, and I think you're on solid ground.
My friends are so jealous. They keep asking, what is Ted Baxter really like?
He's just a simple reporter doing a small job vital to the survival of democracy.
Ted, that's beautiful.
It's a newsman's credo. It's on the masthead of my high school newspaper. That, along with our motto, we freely choose and have no fear. We print the news from near and far. It's funny, I always thought that rhymed.
Hi, Georgette. Hi, Ted. Nice broadcast tonight.
Hi, Mary.
Really good.
Hope you mean it.
You remember Phyllis Lindstrom, don't you?
Oh, hi, Phyllis.
So nice to see you again, Ted.
Thanks, Phyllis. Hope you mean it.
Can I get anyone a cream soda? Ted always has one after the show. It relaxes him.
No, thank you.
None for me, thanks.
Okay.
Now, please, sit down. What can I do for you?
Well, Ted, Phyllis has this really dumb idea that...
Ted, I admired your editorial. It was forceful, sincere.
Well, that's the kind of a guy I am, Phyllis. I can't help it. If I believe in something, I speak out. Later, if I change my mind, I'm not afraid to speak out again.
If you only knew how refreshing that kind of honesty is.
Still later, if I find I was mistaken to change my mind in the second place, I'm not afraid to speak out yet another time.
Bravo. That's the kind of man we're looking for.
Looking for what?
Well, as I started to say, Phyllis has this really ridiculous idea.
Ted, the concerned Democrats of Minneapolis want you to run in the city council primary.
Oh. I'll have to go and think about that.
Phyllis, I'm
Let him think about it, Mary. I'm afraid this is distracting him. Is this distracting you, Ted? We'll be quiet until you're finished.
It's okay. I'm almost finished. It's funny. Just a few moments ago, I was just the best darn newscaster in America, and now this.
Ted, you can't do it. You're a Republican. How can you possibly run as a Democrat?
I'll switch. What have the Republicans ever done for me?
It's out of the question, so that's that.
Well, I told that to Ted, Mr. Grant, but he wouldn't listen to me.
Because you weren't brutal enough. That's my job, being brutal. You see, Mary, what Ted doesn't understand is that the second he decides to run, he's no longer my anchor man. So there's no contest. He's gonna stay.
Well, I'm glad that's settled.
Yeah. I can just picture him out on the campaign trail, kissing hands and shaking babies.
Hi, gang.
Hi, Ted.
The people have made their choice, and I accept.
Hey, Mayor, how do you like this for my campaign slogan? From newscaster to newsmaker. Eye-catching, it's simple.
Just like the candidate.
Yeah, before you make any commitments, I think you ought to talk to Mr. Grant. He wants to explain a few things to you.
Oh.
Hi, Ted.
Oh, hi, Gordo.
How's your new career going?
Hey, the news must be all over town. Where did you hear it?
You told me.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Say, so what do you think? Do you think I've got what it takes to make it in politics these days?
I'm afraid so.
Thanks.
Ted, get in here.
Oh, yeah, okay, Lou. Don't talk about me while I'm gone. I'm only kidding. You can talk about me. I'm glad I caught you alone, Lou. This is probably a good time for us to have a talk.
No, it isn't. This is a good time for one of us to have a talk and one of us to have a listen.
Well, suit yourself. I'll be brief. I just thought that it
You're
would be...
not running for city council, Ted. It's that simple. Thank you for coming in. I'm glad we had this little chat.
You got it all wrong, Lou. I am running for city council.
Let me make something clear to you. You can't be a newsman and run for office.
Oh, sure I can. I'll budget my time, take shorter lunches.
It's not my rule. It's the FCC's. You can't do both. And if you do, I have to fire you. Am I getting through to you now?
I understand that last part.
Therefore, you are not running for city council.
Yes, I am, Lou.
No, you're not, Ted.
Yes, I am, Lou. Comes a time when the man must do what he thinks is right, regardless of personal gain or loss.
You mean that?
Yes, I do, Lou.
Why, Ted? I think you're sincere, but I can't figure out your motive.
Well, I only ran for office once in my life, Lou. In high school, for student council. It may sound silly, but that might have been the happiest time of my life. How
never forget how it felt to have people root for me.
You win?
I got clobbered. But that was a long time ago, Lou. Before I became Ted Baxter. I'm gonna go all the way and show those people, Lou. So fire me if you want to. In fact, if it'll help you any, I'll resign.
You're that sincere? Okay, Ted. Tell you what. You resign for now. Then later, the door will always be open if things don't work out.
You mean if the unthinkable happens?
No. I mean if you lose. Hold the work, everybody. I'd like to make an announcement. Ted has informed me of his wish to do something for the people of Minneapolis. Towards that end, he is resigning as our anchor man.
Mr. Grant,
You'll always have a friend at the city council.
what happened in
I
there?
don't know. It was very confusing. For a moment there, he seemed to make sense.
Don't worry, Lou. I won't leave you in the lurch. I'll help you find a successor no matter how long it takes.
Gordy?
Of course, I don't kid myself it'll be easy, but we'll stage a massive talent hunt. And I will personally screen all the candidates. And if we're lucky enough to find Mr. Right.
Yeah, Lou. You're the new anchor man. Think you can handle it?
What's to handle? It's a milk run.
Good. Good luck, Ted, and goodbye.
Good luck, Matt. Goodbye, Mary.
Goodbye, Ted.
Lou.
Ted.
Murray.
Goodbye, Ted.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, Ted.
Well, I guess this is goodbye.
Bye.
So, until we meet again, goodbye. But not farewell, just goodbye.
Mr. Baxter, are you for or against the school tax?
Against. I just don't think school kids should be taxed. I mean, they've got enough to pay for, what with lunches, pencils, maybe a movie on weekends.
Do you believe this? They think he's being funny, that he's witty. He's really impressed them.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen of the press. That ends our conference.
And Phyllis knows just when to get him off the hook. Gee, Mary, I gotta admit this, though I hate to. She has got him doing a pretty good campaign so far.
Boy, whoever thought that Ted and Phyllis would be working together like this?
Well, you know, it's like they say, Mayor. Politics make strange bedfellows. As a matter of fact, Phyllis and Laws make strange bedfellows.
Come in. Ted. Hi.
Hi
Nice
there.
to see you.
I was downstairs watching the news with Phyllis. Oh, hi, Rhoda. Nice to see you again. You're looking very nice this evening.
Thanks, Ted. Same to you.
Hope you mean it.
Hey, Ted, I saw the latest survey. You're really picking up.
Yeah, did you notice I just passed undecided in the polls?
I'm my own man, Mayor, going it alone and doing it my own way.
You're 6 minutes behind schedule, Ted. You cannot monopolize my candidate, you two. He's public property.
I was just telling Ted how nice it is to see him again. Gee, we really miss you at the station.
Ted would like to see more of you, but the campaign trail is a lonely road, Mary.
Come along, Ted. We're late.
Well, goodbye, Mary, Rhoda.
It was nice talking to you, Ted.
Oh, Rhoda, I want you to know that after the elections, I hope to visit Israel.
Yeah? Well, no, you're just going to have to take a message. It's so busy around here today. Okay, thank you.
Oh, be darned. Ted actually has a chance to win the primary.
I know.
Well, the city's loss will be our gain.
Hey, Frank, can we get a film crew in the 11th Ward? Well, you know, do some random sampling, interviews, things like that. Hang on a minute, will you? Yeah? Oh, really, when? Well, how soon can we have that tape?
Ta-da! There he is, folks, the grand old man of the newsroom.
Ah, fine. Hi, Ted.
Hi, Mary.
Listen, Frank, can we get a direct line from election headquarters?
The old tiger makes his triumphal return.
Ah, good. Mike, will you see if we can get a feed from Channel 9?
I figured you folks be on the guns by now and could use some seasoned help.
Get me research.
Hey, Mary!
Well, look who's here, the Manchurian candidates.
Well, I just thought I'd stop by and watch the old team get ready for the big game.
Look, can you get me figures on campaign expenses so far? For background. A breakdown by candidate.
You know me, the old fireman. I hear that bell and...
Thanks, Grace. No, I'll come and get it.
Mayor.
Yeah? Oh, okay, thanks. I'll be right there.
Say, Mayor, how'd that film of me at the polls come out this morning?
Oh, well, we're not going to use it, Ted.
Why?
Because it didn't look too good when they told you couldn't vote because you weren't registered.
Big deal, so I forgot. They still let me pose in the voting booth. You know something? When nobody was looking, I voted anyway.
I gotta run.
Ted, what are you doing here?
Oh, long time no see.
Yeah. Shouldn't you be kissing babies somewhere?
Well, it's too late for that. It's up to the voters now.
Uh-huh.
So, what's news, big fella?
Well, listen, Ted, we're pretty busy around here right now. Pretty busy. Love to have a little chat with you, but why don't you drop us a line sometime?
Although it's still much too early to project a winner, a number of trends have developed which experts could not have
Gnosticated.
Hi, Ted. Hi, Gray. Pretty busy, huh?
Yeah.
Nothing like a newsroom on election day.
You're telling me.
You want to know something? I miss it.
Oh, we miss you too, Ted.
You do?
Yeah.
Gee.
Your audience misses you too, Ted.
Did I get any mail?
Oh! Yeah, you got a lot of mail.
No
from
kidding.
People, sure.
How many?
Oh, 650.
Wow, no kidding. Can I see them?
Oh, well, I don't have the
Well,
letters,
just
you
show
know.
me, tell me where
Well,
they are.
Yeah, I think maybe Murray has them.
Come on, Mary, I want to see them. They're my letters. That's only 3.
Well, Ted, why do you make me show you anyway?
Hey, you know what, Ted? Everywhere I go, people yell, "Hey, Gordy, when's Ted coming back?"
No kidding, they do?
Yeah?
Where?
Everywhere.
How many yell that?
650.
I mean, men or what? Women too?
Yeah, women too.
Young women?
Yeah?
Would you say that the women yell more often?
Nobody yelled at Ted. They didn't yell, and nobody yelled nothing. Why do you make me do this? You always push too hard.
Nobody yelled, huh?
A few.
How many?
3.
I think you're the greatest, Mr. Baxter. I'll die if you don't win.
Hope you mean it.
Hi, Mayor.
Hey, good luck tonight. I'm
Thanks.
not taking sides, mind you, but good luck.
Welcome to the landslide.
Mary, aren't you working tonight?
Yeah, I am, right here. I asked for the assignment.
Oh.
How are the returns?
Well, I don't have the latest on Ted yet, but the party's doing fine statewide.
I guess my coattails were a lot broader than some people thought. Oh, hi there. Thanks for coming.
Mary, look at my face. Do you notice something?
You look a little tired.
My eyes. What do you notice about my eyes?
Circles under them, a little red.
Possibly. But that glow you see is the light. The light, Mary. I have seen it. This is only the very modest beginning. Today, Minneapolis. Tomorrow, well, finish it for yourself, Mary.
I will, Phil, but I gotta go check and make sure the crew's ready for Ted's speech. See you.
Thanks for coming. Welcome to the Baxter bandwagon.
Oh, Ted, I'm so proud of you I could burst.
Everybody here feels the same way.
Ted, I want you to be successful, but it makes me sad to think about you going to other places like Washington. I'm afraid you won't have any time for me.
Are you kidding? When they call me up in front of those Senate investigating committees, you're going to be sitting there right there behind me.
Oh, Ted, you always say the right thing.
I try.
We want Baxter! We want Baxter! We want Baxter! We want
It's magic time, honey.
We want Baxter! We want Baxter! We want Baxter!
Thank you all for coming here tonight. I know you're all waiting to hear me give my victory speech, but I think it would look much better if we waited till the votes were counted. But when those Baxter votes start pouring in, you'll be the first to know. 800 votes behind?
Ted, you still have a chance. I mean, it's not over. You know, there are a couple of big precincts that haven't come in yet.
You know, it's funny, the thoughts that go through your head at a time like this. I remember when I was in high school running for student council and I lost. I went home and told my mother I won. She was so proud. You know, to this day, she still thinks that I won.
Well, I hope you win tonight, Ted. I really do.
Thanks, Mayor.
I gotta go check with the station. Ted. Oh, Ted. Oh, Ted. Ted, I don't know what to do, Ted, I don't know how to break this to you.
This sounds like bad news.
We lost, Ted, we lost.
Well, what about all those big precincts that hadn't come in?
They came in. We're finished, Ted. Crushed. Wiped out. Annihilated.
I don't like the sound of that. I told everybody I was going to win.
So did I. I believed in us. I felt we had such bright, untarnished hopes for the future. I felt we had mountains to climb, promises to keep. But the light failed, Ted. The dream died.
Oh, my Lord.
We gotta pick up the pieces, Ted. We've gotta walk out there, our chins high. Show them what we're made of. They want to hear from you, Ted. Talk to them.
What'll I say?
I don't care.
I could read my victory speech, but that's such a happy speech.
Adapt it. Improvise.
My friends. This is a great night, except for me. I humbly thank the people for their mandate, though a victory would have been even better. My opponent put up a good fight, even though he won. And tonight, the people of Minneapolis have taken a great step forward. And if that's what they want, the hell with them.
Gordy, here's the update on the second ward.
Thanks, Mary. How much time have I got? We go back on the air 5 minutes. Okay.
Hi, gang.
Ted.
Hi, Ted.
Would you believe it? Some loudmouth told my mother I lost. Oh, thanks, Gordy. I'll take over.
What do you think you're doing?
Well, you said the door was open, and you don't mind, do you, Gordy?
Oh, of course I don't mind. I don't mind going back to being just a weatherman. I don't mind losing my job as the anchor man. I don't mind losing all that extra money. What makes you think I mind?
See, Lou, it's okay with Gordy.
I really wanted you to win, Ted. Nobody wanted you to win more than I. Nobody. Believe me. Nobody.
That's touching. Let's see. Peterson's victory in the primary makes him a certain show-in. The $16,000 a year post to city councilman from... $16,000? That's all it pays? Boy, am I lucky I lost. Can you imagine anybody dumb enough to work for $16,000 a year?
I work for less, Ted.
Oh, less, sure, but not 16,000.
can turn the world on with her smile, who can take a nothing day and suddenly make it all seem worthwhile. Well, it's you, girl, and you should know it. With each glance and every little movement you show it. Love is all around, no need to waste it. You can have the town, why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all. You're gonna make it after all.
Well, will you let me know if you hear of anything? Thanks.
Morning.
Oh, morning, Lou.
I just can't wake up today. Why am I totally out of it until I have my first cup of air?
I'll make some, Lou.
Mer. I used to be a news writer. I remember hating it when my boss asked me to do piddling little things like make coffee. Besides, your coffee stinks.
Mr. Grant, I'll make the coffee for you if you like.
No, Mary, you're an associate producer. And anyway, we got this memo from personnel about how you treat women different and don't give them those crummy little jobs like women are supposed to do.
Well, Mr. Grant, I really don't mind making it for you.
You see? You don't agree with that memo, do you?
Well, I sort of suggested it.
Mary, you don't have to have memos sent to me to get me to respect you. I'm dying for coffee, but I respect you. You really ought to hire somebody to do those crummy little things like make coffee. Either that or I'll find somebody I don't respect.
Hi, guys.
And once again, God works in mysterious ways.
What a nice thought to start the day, man.
Hi, Ted.
Hi, Lou.
We were wondering if you'd mind making us some coffee.
Come on, is this a gag? Oh, I get it. You think I think I'm too big to make coffee. You think I'll poo-poo the idea, thinking I'm too important a person to be seen making your paltry, stupid little small potatoes coffee. But I'll show you how humble Ted Baxter can be. I'll show you. I'll make the coffee. How do you make coffee, Mayor? Oh, it's probably like making tea. Where are the coffee bags?
Newsroom. Oh, hi. And personnel said no jobs, huh? Okay, thanks anyway.
Moonlighting on the side, Murray?
No, it's for my daughter. I'm trying to find her a summer job.
Hey, Murray, remember Mr. Grant said that he wanted us to get someone to do things like making coffee. Wouldn't Bonnie be just perfect?
Yeah, you know, I was thinking about that too, Mayor, but I didn't want to ask. Hey, that would be terrific, you know. My kid's first real job and with her father. We could have lunch together. Hey, Mary, that'd be wonderful.
Okay, it's done.
No. I don't want to be one of those fathers who makes things easy for his kid, you know. I want you to treat her like anybody else, you know. Interview a lot of kids for the job.
Oh, Murray, I don't need to interview anyone else.
Mary, I want her to get the job because she's the best for it, not because she's my daughter. Now, just interview a lot of kids for it. Then hire her. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, guys, if you're looking for somebody to make coffee around the office, how about my mother?
How about your mother, Ted?
Oh, Mary, it would mean so much to her. To be here in the newsroom, well, around me, give her something to live for, something for an old woman to wake up for in the morning.
Ted, I really don't think so.
Good, she'd have got on my nerves anyway.
That's the film library, and that's Mr. Grant's office, and I guess that's about it. I hope it's not all too confusing.
No, I'll get the hang of it.
Okay. Why don't we start you out right away? You can make a pot of coffee. Mr. Grant likes his as soon as he gets in. And then maybe you could alphabetize the files.
Sure.
Oh, she doesn't have a desk, Mayor. Shouldn't she have a desk?
Well, maybe a little table or something.
I don't need a desk, Daddy.
Well, who is this?
Hi, Mr. Baxter. I'm Bonnie Slaughter.
Bonnie Slaughter, good heavens, look at you. But the last time I saw you, you looked pretty much the same. Then again, that was only a couple of weeks ago.
Daddy, you never told me how much fun Mr. Baxter is to work with.
Didn't I?
Anybody gives you any trouble, you just come to Uncle Ted.
Bonnie, in no way is that man your uncle.
Morning.
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 Murray, you have that editorial, didn't you?
No, not yet, Lou. Oh, Lou, this is my little daughter, Bonnie. Bonnie, this is Mr. Grant. See, Mary hired her to help out, make coffee, do the files, things like that.
Ah, that's great. We could use it. Glad to meet you, Bonnie.
Thank you.
Yeah. Say, Mary, can I talk to you a minute? If you have the time.
Sure.
Let me start off with the most positive attitude I can summon up. No.
No.
No. No Bonnie, no Murray's daughter, no. It's not that I object to your hiring somebody without asking me. Not at all. What I object to is you're doing something dumb without asking me. Hiring people's daughters is dumb.
Well, why is that dumb?
Because you can't be yourself around people's daughters. You can't yell at people's daughters. The only thing you can do around people's daughters is go around saying, well, isn't she going to break a few hearts in a couple of years?
No, Mr. Grant, she's really a great kid. You can just be yourself.
No, I can't. She's a daughter. More specifically, she's Murray's daughter, which means I can't swear, which cuts my vocabulary in half.
Nobody is asking you to change your entire way of life. I was just suggesting you could maybe make a minimal effort.
I don't want to make a minimal effort. I don't have to make a minimal effort. I'm a boss. I don't even like saying minimal.
Well, are you saying that you think Bonnie should go? Murray's daughter?
No, I didn't mean that we should let her go. I just meant that she shouldn't work here any longer. Mary, I'm already feeling a strain because there is a word I would like to use, which I can't because she is in the next room. I want to say it so much. I would feel so relaxed if only I could say it.
Mr. Grant, look, it's just for the summer. Only 3 months.
Balderdash. That wasn't the word.
Mr. Grant.
I don't even know what that word means.
Mr. Grant, look, it's her first day. Couldn't we just give it a chance?
All right. We'll give it a chance. We'll give it a chance until it doesn't work out, and then we'll stop. Okay?
Okay. Oh, and since this is her first real job, if you could make an effort to be warm to her, it would really be nice.
I didn't plan on having to change my personality to get a cup of coffee in the morning, Mary.
Well, no, I
You did
I
this.
just meant...
Back in the newspaper days, you know what we did when we needed extra help? We hired a wino. They make great coffee and you don't have to be warm. Murray, where's that editorial?
Well, I'll get on it in a minute, Lou. As soon as I finish cleaning up Bonnie's new desk.
Murray, the station manager wants to see that editorial by 11.
Yeah, well, I've got it in my head, Lou. I just have to type it up. I just want to make this nice and clean for Bonnie before she gets back.
Murray, why don't you try doing something nice for me? Sit yourself down and start writing that editorial before I compliment you on what a wonderful job you're doing around here. Kid's got to break a lot of hearts.
Oh, yes, I see. See, you should have put the minutes and seconds in this column and not in that column.
Oh, that's what I did wrong.
Well, look, I'll redo it for you, honey.
Oh, no, Daddy, I'll do it.
No, baby, it'll only take a few minutes.
Good morning, all. Look what I found in the mailroom. Well, is that Bonnie over there? Hi, Bonnie. Bonnie?
Hi, Mr. Baxter.
Ted, just what do you think you're doing?
He's Rick Welsh, 19 years old, track team, University of Minnesota. I said to myself, Ted Baxter, you old matchmaker, I think you got yourself one terrific El Macho. I hope I'm not embarrassing you two kids.
Ted, come here. Come here, Ted. Listen, she's only 15.
Oh, come on, Murr. Nowadays, 15 is practically middle-aged. Bonnie, did you say hello to Rick?
Hi, Rick.
Hi, Bonnie.
Well, well, do I see sparks flying? Rick, I'm sure Bonnie's not doing anything tonight, and if we all looked away for a second to let you ask her out, I'm sure Bonnie will say yes. Won't you, Bonnie?
Well,
Well, I don't know if these are the perfect circumstances, but would you like to go to a movie tonight?
sure, I'd love to.
Well, great. I'll pick you up about 8 o'clock.
Sparks, old buddy, sparks.
Bonnie, Bonnie, you can't go out with
Daddy,
me.
excuse me. He doesn't have the address. I'll be right back.
Hey, Murray, it's not that bad.
That old guy. Going out with my little girl.
Oh, come on. I thought he was a very cute boy.
Boy, a cute boy. Mary, he's 19. He's old enough to be a sailor. You know what guys are like when they're 19, Mary? Well, when I was 19, well, actually, I was almost 21. But I could have been 19.
The days were always so exciting, don't you think so, Mr. Grant?
Right.
I'm kind of nervous, but fun.
Right. Mary, why are you doing the timesheets?
Oh, well, Bonnie had a little problem. I thought I'd help him out with it.
Oh, fine.
I can move the table, Mr. Grant.
Oh, no. It's fine.
Mr. Grant, I know what you're going to say.
Oh, you do? You know that I am going to talk about Murray doing Bonnie's work instead of his own.
Yes, Mr. Grant?
Oh, well, then I wonder if you could tell me what I'm going to say now.
Oh, probably that Bonnie has to go.
That Bonnie has to go, Mary? That's positively uncanny. You and I are developing a nonverbal communication hitherto experienced only by certain birds and fish.
I wonder, Mr. Grant, if you could make the effort to talk to me without being sarcastic.
Oh, was I being sarcastic? Oh. Well, how fortunate for me that you are here to point out my little character flaws. Yesterday, I learned to be warm. And today I learned I'm too sarcastic. I'll be forever in your debt.
That's exactly what I am talking about, Mr. Grant. It's very hard for me to stand up to you and say something like that. I'm just not a person who goes around criticizing people. So you must know that when I do say something like that, it's important to me.
So now I'm insensitive too, huh? I'm so glad you happened into my life to point out
Please, forget just all about it. Please forget it. Forget it, really, forget it. I just think you could say Bonnie has to go.
Okay, Bonnie has to go.
How can you say that, Mr. Grant? This is her second day.
Come in.
Here's your coffee, Mr. Grant.
Oh, thank you, Bonnie, dear. Excuse me, Bonnie, sweetheart. This isn't my cup.
I beg your pardon?
No, my cup is brown and has Lou written on it. L-O-U, in big white letters. You must have seen it.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Grant, I don't know how to tell you this, but I just broke your cup. I'm really sorry. I'll buy you another one.
Oh, hey. There's nothing to be sorry about. It's not important. It's just a cup.
I'm really sorry.
No. It's not important at all. It's just a cup. Hey, do you even believe that we're standing here talking about a cup? I love that cup, Mary.
Buy you another cup with Lou on it, just like the old one.
No, you can't, Mary.
Oh, Mr. Grant, I imagine that somewhere in this city there's another cup just like it.
Oh, no, you're being sarcastic, Mary. You are, Mary,
Well-
you are, and you do it lousy.
Mr. Grant, can we please just forget what I said about sarcasm?
Now, about my cup. You can't find me another one like that brown cup, Mary, because my daughter Sarah made that cup for me in camp when she was 12 years old. I love that cup, Mary.
I'm really sorry, Mr. Grant. I didn't know that.
Her camp counselor said it was the best cup anybody made. Not just in Camp Saginaw, in the world. That includes everybody. That even includes the Renaissance artists.
Mr. Grant.
I had 3 daughters like that, Mary. 3 of them who were smart and cute and just adorable to have around. But none of them ever worked in this office, did they?
Well, no, Mr. Grant, that's true. They didn't.
Murray has 1 daughter. 1 daughter who's out there now. I trust you understand my point, Mary.
Gee, Mr. Grant, I'm really not sure I do.
Mary, that's sarcasm.
Oh, is it?
Well, a recapping of tonight's news headlights. That's headlines.
Sometimes when people ask me what I do and I want to impress them, I tell them I'm unemployed.
Mary, I know that you haven't had time to take care of that little matter we talked about, but I know that as soon as the news is over, you will take care of it.
And the Senate is due to vote on it sometime this week. And now we pause to bring you this brief commercial message. What? Why not? It seems there seems to be a holdup on the commercial message or something. Just doesn't seem to be here, but I can assure you it isn't my fault.
Bonnie, the film! You... Film? Oh.
Mary, was that the film? I think she's going to be a little late with it.
Come on, Lou. She's just a kid. She's entitled to a little mistake.
Let me see, what commercial was that? Oh, yes. It was one about that woman that visits her friend. And she goes into the bathroom. And she notices something funny, a little funny about the water. It's blue. And so she lifts up the top of the tank, and guess what she sees? She sees this little man in there standing up in this little rowboat. And he's got a captain's hat on, and he's playing the maracas. And he says, "Hi, Margaret." Of course, she doesn't answer because she's so surprised. And he proceeds to tell her how she can have blue water in her house. And then he puts the top back on the tank. And now, back to the news.
Mary, we'll write the sponsor a letter. You'll think of something. And tomorrow, we'll call our lawyers and see if we're liable for anything.
Oh, Mr. Grant, I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened.
No, it's okay, honey.
Bonnie, that wasn't a good thing to do. It really wasn't. In fact, you might even say it was a dumb thing to do.
I know.
Hey, Lou, come on. Come on, that's only a little mistake. Hey, I make mistakes. Mary makes mistakes. Yes, even you make mistakes.
Now, look, Murray.
Bonnie, could you help me with something in the supply room?
Mary, you will take care of it.
Mr. Grant.
Mary?
Yes, I will take care of it.
Good.
Hey, what's going on? What did that mean when Mary said she'd take care of it and you said good?
It's your daughter, Murray. It's just not working out.
I have no idea what you're referring to.
Murray, Bonnie, she's just not right for the job.
Lou, would you say what you said just once more?
I said Bonnie's just not right for the job.
Okay, would you say that just once more?
She's crummy for the job.
Hey, Hey, Lou, step outside.
Oh, Murray, come on.
Oh, I'm not kidding, Lou. You said my daughter was done. Now step outside. There, hold that. Oh, wait a minute. That's not right.
Put it on the hanger.
I'm not going to put it on the hanger.
Murray, this is your new jacket. You just bought this jacket. You love this jacket.
I have no time for loving jackets now, Lou. Now, come on, step outside.
What do you mean, step outside? We're on the 18th floor.
Okay. Then we'll settle it right here. Come on, right here.
Murray, hey, Murray, I'm not gonna fight you.
Come on, Lou, you gotta fight me.
I don't have to fight you.
Hey, Lou, come on. Please. Show me some compassion. I'm upset.
Come on, Murray, come on.
Oh, come on, nothing. First you called my daughter dumb, and now you won't give me the satisfaction of fighting with me, Lou. Hey, Lou, come on, we're old friends. You should help me out a little bit.
Okay, I didn't realize it was that important to you. I'll fight you.
I don't want to fight with you.
Come on, let's go outside. Maybe you'll feel like it.
Lou, you're patronizing me again.
Murray, I'm not...
Hey, Lou, how'd you like the way I saved that commercial? Quick thinking, right? Hey, Murray, your daughter's really lousing things up around here.
Okay, Ted, you're next. Lou's first, you're second. Wait a minute. You're first and Lou's second.
First, huh? Thanks, Murray. It's about time we got a little recognition around here.
Murray, I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, no, Lou, no. We're going to settle this right here and now.
Listen, if it's that important to you, Bonnie can stay. Huh?
No, Mr. Grant, she can't. I just let her go.
You're third.
I just came back to say goodbye to everybody. Sorry it didn't work out.
Oh, it worked out, honey. It worked out. I mean, you can't help it. You had an impossible boss to work for.
Yeah.
Now, look, everything's going to be fine. What do you say we have dinner and we can talk, huh?
I can't. I have a date with Rick. As a matter of fact, he's waiting outside.
Oh, that nice kid? Well, okay. But just don't be home late.
And remember, you and I have a date to go shopping on Saturday, right?
Okay.
Yeah, and call me if you want a job recommendation.
Okay, thanks.
Bye, honey.
Bye, everybody. Bye-bye.
The one who really disappointed me was you.
Murray, don't blame me.
Don't blame you. Why shouldn't I blame you? You're the one that fired Barney.
Well, he made me do it. Well, Mr. Grant, I'm tired of always taking it on the chin for you. I felt terrible having to tell that kid she lost her first job. I'm going to feel badly about it for days. And now I'm going to feel terrible about what I just said to you. I'm going home now. Good night.
Look, Murray. Today you're mad, but you'll be over it tomorrow.
No, Lou. I don't think so. It's going to take a long time for me to be over this.
No. You'll see. You'll see. You'll be over this by tomorrow morning.
No. Tomorrow afternoon, I could probably be over it. About 3 o'clock.
You want to go out for a drink?
Tomorrow.
Watch it, sip it slowly so you can really taste all the different blends. This is a special mocha blend with Guatemalan bean and a Nicaraguan dark bean. Mostly Nicaraguan, but a little touch of Guatemalan for body. That, along with my little secret, gives it the deep, rich, satisfying flavor.
Tastes a lot like tea.
That's my secret.
So, how's Bonnie doing?
Oh, terrific. She's got a new job. Working a little coffee shop outside near the school, you know. All the kids hang out there. A lot of boys.
Oh, is she gonna break a lot of hearts?
Yeah, and a lot of cups.
who can turn the world on with her smile, who can take a nothing day and suddenly make it all seem worthwhile. Well, it's you, girl, and you should know it. With each glance and every little movement you show it. Love is all around, no need to waste it. You can have the town, why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all. You're gonna make it after all.
That was a really nice place.
Yeah, we should have lunch there more often.
Thanks a lot. Why didn't you tell me you were going out? I had to go to lunch alone.
Well, you look like you were busy.
Well, I had to eat lunch alone. I went to a bar and I lost $14 on a soap opera.
On a soap opera?
Yeah, I bet the baby was legitimate.
Hi, Georgette. Hello, Mary. Georgette, is something wrong? No. Georgette, are you crying? I have something in my eye. What? Tears. Oh, Georgette. I was looking for Ted, and I went into his dressing room, and there was Ted and this woman on the couch, and he had his arms around her, and she had her arms around him, and they were kissing each other. Oh, Georgette, maybe there's some explanation. Sure there is. They were making out. No, I mean, you know, things aren't always what they seem. I'm just, you say that they were on the couch together. Did Ted see you? Eventually. Did he say anything? He said, uh-oh.
Ted always was a fast thinker.
Georgette, just don't make up your mind about anything yet, huh?
Say, Mary, would you get Ted for me? I've been calling his dressing room for an hour. For some reason, he must have taken his phone off the hook.
Oh,
No, don't cry.
Why?
Oh, it can't be all that bad. No. Try and look at the bright side.
What bright side?
There's always a bright side. So, Mary, why don't you get Georgette a nice cup of hot tea? Georgette, why don't you sit right here and relax? And, Mary, why don't you tell me what we're talking about?
Hi, guys. Georgette. What did you run away for?
Ted, wouldn't you and Georgette like to be alone?
Oh, why should we want to be alone? It's not like anything is wrong.
Ted, who is that woman in your dressing room?
What woman?
The woman you were kissing.
Kissing? Oh, you thought we were Oh, Georgette.
What were you doing?
What was I doing? Well, the person you saw was a licensed vacuum cleaner salesman. And when she plugged in her demonstration model, she received a severe electric shock and fell on my couch. And looked to me like she stopped breathing, so I proceeded to give her mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. You know, in with the good air, out with the bad. For 10 frightening minutes, I worked over her, Georgette. In with the good air, out with the bad. Till finally, by some miracle, I felt life coming back into her body. And that's when you walked in.
Oh, Ted. You know, somehow I knew there had to be a good explanation.
And she really bought it?
Yeah, she seemed to at the time. But she called me a little while ago. She sounded really upset. She wants to come over and talk.
Oh, boy. You gotta give Ted credit. I mean, that is quite a story. Bringing a vacuum cleaner salesman back to life.
You ever hear a story like that before?
Once, on Catherine Coleman.
Catherine wouldn't swallow that story, though.
No.
Hi, Georgette. Come on in.
Hi, Rhoda.
Hi, Georgette. How are you?
Not so good. Mary, that woman in Ted's dressing room, she's not a vacuum cleaner salesman.
Oh? What makes you think that?
Well, after I left Ted, I met her in the elevator. And I asked her how she was feeling, and she said fine. And she asked me how I was feeling, and I said fine. And I said, that must have been quite a shock for you. And she said, it must have been quite a shock for you, too. That dishes. So I said, where's your vacuum cleaner? And she said, at home in my closet. And all of a sudden it dawned on me, Mary, Ted made the whole thing up.
Oh, Georgette.
So I ran back to his dressing room and I said, Ted, you made that whole story up. And he said, what story do you mean? And I said, you know what story I mean. You made the whole thing up, that story about giving that woman mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. And he said, oh, that story. So I told him I never want to see him again.
Oh, Georgette, please don't be upset.
It's okay, Rhoda. I'm going to be all right. It was foolish of me to try and build my whole life around one man. I'm going to get with it.
Get with what?
Today, the times, life, myself. I'm going to start having fun. If Ted can do it, I can do it.
Oh, now wait, Georgette, don't rush into anything. I mean, look, why would you want to change? You are what you are.
No, Rhoda. I used to be what I am, but I'm not anymore. You'll see. From now on, it's a different Georgette. I'm going to live it up. I'm going to go to singles resorts. I'm going to kiss on the first date. I'm going to go out with a different man every night of the week. As soon as I get to know 7 men.
Georgette, come on. I know Ted's giving you a bad time, but boy, you don't want to do something you're going to regret.
Yes, I do. I'm going to do all the things I always wanted to do, but I was afraid to. I'm going to be wild and crazy and free. Here, look what I bought on my way over here. I'm going to have my first cigarette right now.
Oh, Georgette, now wait. No, you don't want to do this. Look at this. The Surgeon General has determined that cigarette smoking is dangerous to your health. Right here by the flowers.
The Surgeon General never went steady with Ted Baxter.
Come on, Georgette. You don't want to start smoking.
What if I don't inhale?
No.
How about if I don't light it?
Georgette, no.
Okay, then I want to drink. Scotch.
You don't drink.
Mary, I'm a grown woman, and if I come to your house and ask for a drink of scotch, I would think you'd give it to me.
All right, Georgette. I will give you a drink of scotch. How would you like it?
Neat. I heard somebody order it that way.
Okay, here you are. Scotch, neat.
Thank you. That tastes good.
Oh, Ted, here's your coffee. You better go over it. You don't have much time.
Is Lou in his office?
No, he's not. He stepped out for a minute. Ted, what's the matter? Are you all right?
I think we're going to have to cancel the news tonight. Can't go on.
What do you mean, cancel the news?
It's just not in me. All I can think of is Georgette. You know what I did last night? I sat up and watched that ant village you gave me for my birthday.
Ant village?
Yeah, it's a colony of ants in a glass box. You can look in and see everything they do. There's this one big red ant she named Ted after me. And there's one little one I named Georgette after her. We used to call them our love ants. You're probably going to think this is silly.
What? Love ants? Silly? No.
I think that Ted and Georgette the ants know there's something wrong with Ted and Georgette the people. Ted was carrying this giant breadcrumb from the 3rd level to the 4th level. And Georgette wouldn't help him. She crawled right past him, like she didn't even recognize him or anything.
I'm sure Ted and Georgette will work it out somehow.
The ants or the people?
It's no use, Mary. I can't go on. We're just going to have to cancel the news.
What do you mean, cancel the news?
I'm just not up to it, Lou.
There's trouble between Ted and Georgette.
The people.
Ted, we can't cancel the news. You go on in 3 minutes.
Well, you're just going to have to, Lou. I don't think I'm going to make it.
Ted, it's too late to tell the world not to do anything today. We cannot cancel the news.
Mr. Grant, Mr. Grant, Ted's really upset, and I don't think yelling is going to do any good. So if you could try to just be patient.
Okay. Ted, you're going to have to pull yourself together. There are thousands of people out there depending on you.
No, they're not.
Oh, sure there are. Sure there are. Now, picture in your mind, Ted, the average citizen of Minneapolis, St. Paul. Let's call him Joe.
Joe what?
Joe, Twin City. Now, he's had to fight the traffic all the way home, and now as he drives into his garage, he's thinking of only one thing.
What's that?
How nice it's going to be to sit down in his favorite chair, turn on the television, and listen to Ted Baxter tell him what's going on in the world. Picture it, Ted. Joe Twin City walks up the front path. His wife flings open the door.
What's her name?
Adele.
Adele. She greets him with a kiss. She hands him his drink.
What?
Martini, very dry, 2 olives. Now, he turns on the television, waiting to be enlightened and informed. And instead of Ted Baxter, what does he see? Dead air.
You think he'll notice the difference?
Can you do that to him, Ted, to Joe Twin City?
No, I can't, Lou.
Good. Murray, now get in there and do the news.
I'll do the best I can, Lou.
That's all we can expect, Ted.
It's more than we ever got.
What happened between Ted and Georgette anyway?
Well, she wouldn't help him lift the giant breadcrumb.
Good evening. This is Ted Baxter with the 6 o'clock news. With Gordie Howard in the weather and Andy Rivers with the latest from the world of sports. And now here's the news. One moment, please.
Georgette, hi.
Are you busy?
No, come on in.
Hi, Rhoda.
Hi, Georgette. You look terrific.
I'll say. I had a date tonight.
Come on in. Did you like the guy?
Well, he was handsome.
Yeah.
And he was intelligent.
Yeah.
But he wasn't Ted.
Listen, 3 out of 3 ain't bad.
I guess when you've centered your life around one person, it's sort of hard to build new relationships.
I don't think it's just that, Mary. In fact, I've made a decision about myself tonight. I've decided I'm not cut out to be a wild woman.
I think that's a very wise decision.
I've decided to become a nun.
But Georgette, you can't just go out and decide to become a nun.
Why not? Some people must or there wouldn't be any.
Are you really serious about this?
Yes, I am, Mary. I think it'd be a wonderful life. I'd get up in the morning, then I'd pray, then I'd meditate, then I'd pray some more, then I'd meditate some more, then I guess it'd be time for lunch.
Well, you'll have worked up an appetite.
I want to go someplace where it's peaceful and quiet. I think I'd like to go to one of those orders where you don't get to say anything for weeks at a time.
Well, if that's what you want, go back to Ted.
No, Rhoda, I've decided. Tomorrow I'm going to a convent and sign up.
Georgette, look, I know you've had a rough time of it, but you don't want to make a decision that's going to affect the rest of your life just on the spur of the moment.
It's not on the spur of the moment, Mary. It's something that's been in the back of my mind for a long time. Ever since I read a beautiful poem in high school about becoming a nun.
Listen, if I let a high school poem affect me, today I'd be a tree. Maybe I'm wrong. What was the poem?
It's called A Nun Takes the Veil by Gerard Manley Hopkins. Oh, I think I've forgotten it. I forgot the words, but I remember the feeling. It's about a girl who's tired of the unhappiness of the world. And she wants to go someplace where it's beautiful and peaceful. And where she can be happy for the rest of her life.
Georgette, do they take Jewish girls?
Surprise, surprise.
Oh, hi, Georgette.
Mary, I just came from the convent. I spoke to one of the sisters.
What happened?
Well, when I told her I wanted to become a nun, she asked why, and we had a nice long talk. And Mary, could you do me a big favor?
Yeah, sure.
Well, Sister Ann, that's her name, said she wanted to talk to somebody in my family, and since I don't have anybody in Minneapolis, she said, what about my closest friend? So would you be my closest friend?
Oh, Georgette. Yes, sure, thanks.
Thank you. Would it be all right if I ask you to come by your apartment tonight after work?
Yeah, that'll be fine. I get off work at 7. I could pick you up on my way home.
Great.
Okay, good.
Oh, that's wonderful. I'm so excited. Maybe after she talks to you, you'll be interested and we can become nuns together.
I don't think Mr. Grant would like that.
Mr. Grant won't like what?
Mary and I being nuns together.
Oh. Well, maybe if you catch him in a good mood.
Gee, this is terrific. I knew it would happen, but it's terrific anyway. Gee, I'm so glad you came back to me.
Ted.
No, it's terrific. You don't need to explain. I understand. You know, it's just as hard on me as it was on you. Hey, you know what happened to me last night? As soon as I started to read the news, I broke down and cried. Didn't I, Murray?
Yeah. Usually it's me.
But that's all behind us now. My little girl has come back to me, and that's all that matters.
Ted, I just came to see Mary. Nothing's changed.
Murray, maybe you and I ought to...
No, wait. Stay. I want the whole world to hear what I have to say now. All right, Georgette. I strayed from the straight and narrow. I admit it.
What do you say?
I strayed from the straight and narrow. But can you really blame me for being what I am? I mean, do you blame a leaf because it falls in autumn? Do you blame a wolf because it bathes at the moon? Do you blame a moth because it eats your socks? Do you?
Well, the moth I would be a little peeved at.
Georgette, I promise it'll never happen again. Can you find it in your heart to forgive me?
Yes, Ted, I forgive you. But I think you'll have to find somebody else.
You know, I was talking to my mother about this, and she said, you young people, you'll work it out. Can you believe your own mother?
Hello. Hello. Can I help you? I'm Sister Ann Hutchins from St. Elizabeth's. Mrs. Richards? No, I'm Rhoda Morgenstern. I live upstairs. Please come in. Thank you. Mary will be a little late. She got held up at the office, and she called me and asked me to come down and let you in.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Gee, you know, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a little surprised. I mean, Mary said a nun was coming over. So, of course, I was expecting someone dressed in a...
Most of us dress any way we want.
Oh, would you like to sit down?
Thank you.
Good. And can I get you anything?
Oh, no.
You sure?
I'm sure.
Well, listen, sister, I gotta leave. I got a guy waiting upstairs in my apartment for me. Oh, forgive me.
Don't be sorry. Some of my best friends are men. I just wouldn't want any of my sisters to marry one.
That's funny. Good. Listen, make yourself comfortable.
Thank you.
I'm sure Mary will be home any minute.
It's very nice to meet you, Rhoda.
It was nice to meet you too, sister. Really. And I hate to leave you alone here. But what the heck, you're not going to steal anything.
Hello.
Hi, is Mary home?
Well, no, she's not at the moment, but I'm expecting her any minute. Would you like to come in and wait?
Oh, thanks.
Excuse me, aren't you Ted Baxter, the newscaster?
Oh, you recognize me, huh?
Yes, I've seen your show.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm sorry. I'm not very good company. I had a rough day today. Girl walked out on me, and I'm pretty shook up.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Said she never wanted to see me again. That's why I came over to see Mary and someone to talk to.
Well, if you want someone to talk to, maybe I can help.
Thank you. No, it's incredible. Came here to talk to Mary. Instead of Mary, there's this great-looking chick. No, I think it's fate that brought us together.
Fate?
Fate, yes. Don't you believe in a higher power that rules over our destinies?
Devoutly.
Well, what else do we need to know about each other? Oh, what am I doing? That's the way I lost my girl in the first place. But on the other hand, she told me to go out to find another woman. Heaven knows I'm tired of being lonely. It's been 5 hours. Please, I need someone to talk to.
Mr. Baxter, are you asking me for a date?
Is the Pope Catholic?
I hope so. I'm a nun.
Boy, what a rotten day. So long, sister.
Sister Ann was very nice about it, wasn't she, Mary?
Oh, yeah.
She said there are 2 reasons why a girl enters a convent. One is because she wants to find something, and the other is because she wants to escape from something. And I said I wanted to find something. She said, what? And I said, a place to escape from everything.
And then she explained that you should only become a nun if you really feel you have a calling, and not because you're just fed up with the stupidity of the world.
She seems to know Ted pretty well.
Ted.
Hi, Mary. Georgette? I called and there was no answer. I figured you might be here. Is the nun lady gone?
Yes, Ted, she's gone.
Listen, I don't know what she might have told you, but it wasn't my fault what happened before. I mean, I didn't know she was a nun. I always thought they traveled in tubes. What was she doing here, anyway?
Well, she came to talk to Georgette about becoming a nun.
Georgette, a nun? Because of me? Gee, I never had a girl become a nun over me before. Had a girl become a stewardess once.
Ted, I'm not going to become a nun. They don't want me.
I want you, Georgette.
And how many other girls do you want?
Oh, come on, Georgette. Don't hold a grudge just because of one little mistake. Rhoda, would you hold a grudge just because of what I did?
No, I wouldn't, Ted.
See?
I would have killed you.
Georgette, what do you want me to do? I mean, do you want me to wear sackcloth and ashes?
No.
You want me to shave my head?
No.
You want me to come crawling back to you, begging your forgiveness on my hands and knees?
That sounds good. Ted, if we did get back together, things would have to be different between us.
Of course. I'm sure you won't ask for anything unreasonable. I mean, you're a reasonable girl. Isn't she a reasonable girl, Mary?
Reasonably reasonable, yeah.
I mean, you don't expect me to give up my freedom entirely, do you?
Yes, Ted, I do expect you to give up your freedom entirely.
Oh, I mean, you don't expect me to spend every night of the week with you.
Yes, Ted, I do expect you to spend every night of the week with me.
What I mean is you don't expect me to count you for everything I do. I mean, beat your beck and call every minute of the day like a slave?
Yes, Ted, I do expect you to count for everything you do and to be at my beck and call every minute of the day like a slave.
Well, that sounds reasonable.
Can I tell you something? What? I love him.
Can I tell you something?
What?
She loves me.
Isn't it wonderful how Ted and Georgette are getting along so well together?
Come in.
Ted, I just wanted to drop off these promos.
Oh, hi, Mary. Say, just a minute, Mary. We want to show you something.
Oh, what?
We named an ant after you.
You're kidding. Which one? Oh, I hope it's this cute little one.
No, it's not.
We can switch, Ted. We can name anyone Mary.
Oh, okay, I'll go along. It's this one, Mary.
Why isn't she moving?
Sometimes they're asleep.
Then again, sometimes they're dead.
Well, thanks for the ant.
Yeah, it's dead.
can turn the world on with her smile, who can take a nothing day and suddenly make it all seem worthwhile. Well, it's you, girl, and you should know it. With each glance and every little movement you show it. Love is all around, no need to waste it. You can never tell, why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all. You're gonna make it after all.
Mary, will you put this memo through for me? I'm giving Gordy a raise.
Oh, Mr. Grant, isn't that nice?
No, it's not. I know Channel 6 is looking for another weatherman. I don't want to lose him. Anything for me?
Yeah. A couple of cards, as a matter of fact. What's the occasion?
Anything else?
No, that's it.
Look like birthday cards to me.
Oh, Murray, but you're right. Well, it's certainly easy enough to check.
All right, everybody who wants a chuckle, gather around. Just gather around. Murray, for as long as I've known you, you've made a habit of putting me down. You enjoy making a fool of me, don't you?
Look at it this way, Ted. Someone has to do it.
I'd like to see you try something now. Go ahead, just start something.
Well, okay, Ted. I think your newscast last night was
Shut up, Curly.
What?
Is that your head or is your neck blowing a bubble? These are bald people jokes.
What's that book? Heckler stoppers and one-line toppers.
I sent away for it.
Hey, Murray, you were right. Today is Mr. Grant's birthday.
Oh, yeah? How old is he?
Well, let's see. He was born in 1925, so let's see.
I'll get it.
Let's see. It's.
I said I'll get it, Mary. Well, I can't get it if you're going to stare at me.
48.
That's what I had.
Now, why do you suppose he didn't want us to know that this is his birthday?
He sure was secretive.
Oh, Murray, I just thought of something. This is his first birthday since...
You're right.
Since what?
Since he separated from Mrs. Grant. I mean, they were together all those years. Oh, this has to be a really depressing time for him.
No, I think you're right, Mary. And Lou isn't the kind that wants people feeling sorry for him.
Oh, I know, and I just feel so sorry for him.
Hey, maybe I should go in and tell him some of these jokes you do for old people. Let's see. You're so old that your wrinkles have wrinkles. These are old people jokes.
Yeah, and I really don't think they're going to cheer Mr. Grant up. I got to go in there and talk to him about Gordy's raise anyway.
Why is Gordy getting a raise?
Well, because Mr. Grant doesn't want to take any chances of losing him to another station.
Why aren't I getting a raise? Oh, say, Gordy, I just recommended you for a raise.
Thanks, Ted.
There's no need to thank me. You deserve it. The weather's been very good lately.
I need your signature on this.
Okay, Mary.
Mr. Grant, could I say something personal?
Yeah, I guess so.
Happy birthday.
You really lay it on the line, don't you? How'd you know?
Well, I saw the cards.
Oh, yeah. These, huh? Every year, my mother sends me $25 and says to get myself something nice with it. I used to go out and get myself a suit. Now I go out and get myself a steak.
Who's the other one from?
One of my daughters. This little fluffy cottontail is hopping right your way to wish you lots of love and joy this very special day.
Well, it's the thought, you know.
She didn't write it. She bought it. It's printed right on the card. Some guy does that for a living. Every morning he goes to the office and writes little fluffy cottontail.
Probably.
Then at night he goes home and kicks his dog through a hedge.
So, what are you going to do about your birthday?
It doesn't matter what I do about my birthday. It's just like any other day. Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's.
Well, don't you have any plans for your birthday?
I don't plan things, Mary. I just like to let things happen. I like to be spontaneous. Call me madcap, but that's the way I am.
Ready, Mayor?
Oh, no, Rhoda, I can't go to lunch today. There's just too much to arrange for Mr. Grant's surprise party.
Anybody going to lunch?
No, but why don't you go, Mr. Grant?
Where's Murray?
Oh, he went to lunch already.
Oh, I guess I'm not that hungry after all.
Mary, tell me again, why are you doing this?
Because he's lonely, Rhoda. I mean, I'm sure that's why he didn't want us to know that today is his birthday.
So everybody wouldn't get sentimental and make a fuss and embarrass him.
Exactly.
So you're going to get sentimental and make a fuss and embarrass him.
Yes. No, I don't think I'm going to. Rhoda, I just can't stand the thought of him celebrating his little birthday all alone. So, you going to help me?
Sure, I'll help you.
Please stop off on your way home from work. Get some, let's see, club soda.
Right.
I've got down there. Yeah, and ginger
What is
ale.
this?
Oh, a large cake.
Oh, yeah.
About a gallon of ice cream.
And I'll just have coffee. Lou, can I get you anything from downstairs? Lunch?
Say, Rose, since Mary has to stay here, you want to go out for lunch?
Okay, why not?
There you are, Lou. I caught you.
Hi, Sue Ann.
Do you wear your sleeves rolled up because you know what wonderful arms you have?
No. I just keep them up so I don't get any stuff on them.
I don't know about you, but I find shyness in a man irresistible.
Don't tell me. The happy homemaker has eyes for Lou.
I think so.
Well, he meets all her requirements. He's a U.S. citizen between 18 and 65.
You have the lint on that jacket. Let me get that for you. You simply take your ordinary Scotch tape, wrap it around your hand, and then the lint is gone.
Oh, it's nice not to have any lint.
So where are you eating lunch?
Oh, no place fancy. A joint I know, run by an ex-mess sergeant. I always go there on Friday because the special is catfish and chili. You want to tag along?
Say, I'd love that.
Yeah?
But
Right.
I have to prepare tomorrow's show. It's a salute to poultry.
Yeah. Okay, come on, Rhoda.
Okay, Lou. But listen, I am on a diet. Do you think they have catfish with cottage cheese?
So long, Sue.
Isn't it funny how hyper-masculine men feel threatened by very feminine women?
Gee, I hadn't noticed that.
I have. I threaten a lot of them.
So, how are things on the Happy Homemaker set?
Oh, glorious. We're taping a special. So far today, I've poached marrow, rendered lard, and coddled an egg.
It's a full life, isn't it, Sue Ann? Listen, I don't want to keep you or anything.
What are you going to give Lou for his birthday?
How did you know it was his birthday?
Oh, little bird told me.
Did the little bird have silver hair by any chance? And one foot in his beak?
I think Lou's birthday calls for something super special.
Well, I don't know how super special it's going to be, but I am going to give him a surprise party.
Terrific! Oh, you just get him to your place and I'll do the rest. And Mary, I promise you, I can show you 1,001 tricks that can turn any gathering into an affair.
I just bet you can.
I'll see you at your place at 7:30. Right now, I have to go stuff a duck.
I was just going to suggest you do that. Mr. Grant!
What is it, Mary?
Just wanted to remind you about dropping by tonight.
Oh, yeah, right. But remember, just a quick one.
Yeah, right, that's it. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll see you later then.
Yeah, but remember now, just for a few minutes.
Yeah, right, just 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes.
Well,
Hi, hello, old buddy.
Hi, Ted.
Little depressed, huh? Listen, I just want you to understand. I understand. I mean, it's perfectly natural. A lot of people feel depressed on their birthday.
How did you know it was my birthday?
I remember. Last year this time, I wished you a happy birthday, Lou, and you didn't correct me, so...
I'd rather no one else knew about it.
You can trust me, Lou. I know little about tact. How's it feel to be pushing 50?
I've got this lump in my throat.
Well, look on the bright side, Lou. These are the golden years, the twilight of a happy life.
I'll remember that.
Days dwindle down to a precious few. September, October.
I think maybe I've been cheered up enough for one day.
You know, when you think about it, it's incredible. 2/3 of your life shot, just like that. Where'd it all go, Lou? That's what I want to know. Where'd it all go?
Hello, Lou.
Edie.
Happy birthday.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
Don't get embarrassed. It's nothing fancy.
Well, what brings you down to the old newsroom?
Well, I wanted to wish you a happy birthday and give you your present. I knew you'd be going out later.
Well, you just didn't happen by because you were in the neighborhood. Come on.
Of course not. I wanted to give you your present.
This is your husband you're talking to. Come on, Edie. I know you.
Lou.
You came here to flirt, didn't you?
I came to give you your present.
No, listen. I know when you're flirting. You're flirting, aren't you?
I am not flirting.
Come on, admit. I know you're flirting. Come on, Edie. Hey, come on. I know when you're flirting. Come on, tell old Lou you're flirting. If I ever catch you talking about me going kitschy-kitschy-coo.
Did you go kitschy-kitschy-coo? I didn't see you do that. Why did you go kitschy-kitschy-coo?
All right, Gordy, all right, drop it.
Lou, it's kind of a hard subject to drop. You know, it's not every day that a guy's boss walks over to him and says, I don't want you to say anything about me going kitschy-kitschy-coo.
Good night, Gordy.
Good night, Lou. Good night, Edie. Lou, I know what you mean. I won't say anything to anybody about you going kitschy-kitschy-coo.
All right.
Can I tell them that you said kitschy?
So, Edie?
Yes, Lou?
Thanks for the present. I just know I'm going to enjoy that.
I hope so. You know, you can still hug me when I give you a present.
Yeah, I know I can still hug you.
You want to?
In the newsroom?
There's no one here.
Okay.
Here's my baking dish, ma'am.
Oh, thank you.
Hello, Sue Ann.
What do we plan to do about the tarnish?
We figured we'd dim the lights.
Yeah, you be sure and put something under that tonight. Once the alcohol from the burner on one of those ruined my table finish. I solved it with a mixture of mayonnaise and ordinary cigarette ashes.
That makes a good stain remover?
But a rotten dip.
What is the theme of this gathering?
Oh, happy birthday, I guess.
Oh, Mary, that's so humdrum. Let's come up with a theme. Our decor should say something.
Maybe our couch could propose a toast.
Sue Ann, don't you think Mr. Grant will suspect when he walks in here and sees crepe paper spelling out happy birthday, Lou?
You're right. We'll concentrate on the theme. Say, here's an inspiration. Last month, one of my viewers asked for help with her grandfather's 80th birthday. I suggested a kiddie party.
A kitty party.
Don't you love it? We flew in the face of time. All all the old timers got lollipops and balloons, played musical chairs, wore bibs at the table.
Tell me, how did Grandpa feel when they put him up on the pony to get his picture taken?
Well,
Oh, here, let me freshen that for you, Mr. Grant.
we agreed. I told you I was just going to have one drink and then I'd be going.
Well, yeah, but you didn't tell me you were coming 10 minutes early.
What's that got to do with it?
Well, I didn't give the scotch a chance to breathe.
Mary, I want to thank you.
Oh, no, it was just...
No, not for the drink. We're not having a party for me in the office today. I know there was talk about getting me a cake and champagne, and, well, I just want to thank you for heading it off.
Oh, Mr. Grant, don't go.
You wished me many happy returns. I said thank you. What else is there?
Well, come on, sit down. It's Friday night. I'm alone. You're alone.
Hey, I really want to be alone. Mary, are you going to have a party for me?
No. Why do you ask?
Because I hate parties and I hate being surprised. So, of course, you can imagine how I feel about surprise parties.
You hate
You got it. It's funny how the bell should ring just as we're talking about surprise parties.
Yeah, isn't it? Not now.
Who is it?
It's just Miss Gordy, who's come from the office to bring me some work.
Hi, Gordy. Lou. What kind of work?
Oh, you know, work.
From the newsroom.
I know where you work. I'm your boss. I want to know what kind of work. Paper hats.
Somebody must have switched envelopes on me.
We don't use paper hats in the newsroom, Mary. We haven't for years. Paper hats are used at parties. I'm leaving.
No, Mr. Grant, please, you can't. I mean, everything's all planned.
Now, it is a surprise party.
No.
No?
Oh, not really.
What do you mean, not really? Oh, come on, Mary, the surprise is over.
This was a rotten trick, Gordy.
And what are you telling me for?
How could you do this, Gordy?
I didn't.
This was a lousy thing to do. I'm leaving.
Oh, Mr. Grant, please.
Ah, let him go. Who wants him?
Fine. We're all agreed. I gotta get out of here. By the back door.
No, Mr. Grant, there isn't any back door.
Mary, that is a very foolish thing. Do you know how dangerous it is not to have a back door?
But, Mr. Grant, they're just friends.
No friends are coming through that door. They stay out. How could you do this, Gordy?
It was not his idea.
Oh, don't always stand up for other people, Mary. You shouldn't have talked her into this.
Now, I want to get out.
Now, wait. Listen, I'll tell you what. We'll just let Murray in. You like Murray, don't you, Mr. Grant?
I like Murray.
Okay, then. We'll just let Murray in. That's all.
Mary, you open that door and they're all going to come in here.
They won't, Mr. Grant. I promise you. Just Murray.
Happy birthday to you!
Everybody, if you can just give me a few minutes. It seems that he doesn't like birthdays. Look, is there?
He doesn't like birthdays.
Is Murray out there?
Murray.
Murray, come in here for just a minute, please. No, just Murray. Just Murray. Please, a few minutes.
So you don't like surprise parties? Is that any reason to keep me stuck out in the hall? That's no reason at all, Lou. Here's your present. Happy birthday.
There. You see, Mr. Grant, that wasn't so bad, was it? So what do you say now we bring Rhoda in? You like Rhoda.
Yeah, I like Rhoda.
Okay, then. We'll just let Rhoda in.
Happy
Please, if you'll just bear with me for a few minutes, everything is coming along just fine. Look, you want to clear a space on the stairway so that the people
Clear a space.
and go up the stairway. Rhoda, could you come in for just a few minutes?
How come we can't go in there, Mary? We're going to stay out here.
Mary, I think we found a thief. theme for this party. Hatred.
Mr. Grant, this is silly. It's embarrassing. I mean, I invited those people here.
Back, you animals! I can see why you don't want those losers in here. As a present for the happy birthday boy. Aren't you going to open it, Lou?
No.
Oh, come on, open it, Lou. I picked it out myself. Please.
All right.
What is it, Lou?
$30.
It's $5 more than your mother gave you.
Mr. Grant, I can understand you're having an aversion to something, you know? So I'm just, totally in sympathy with you there. But, Mr. Grant, why are you doing this to me? I mean, look, I am a person who lives all her life trying to avoid scenes, you know? And there are 24 people out there ready to bash down my door just because I want to give you a little party.
Forget it, Mary. We can have a good time with just us. Right, Lou?
You think I enjoy doing this to you? I know how horrible this evening is to you. I know how horrible it is for all those people out on the stairs. But I can't stand it, Mary. I really can't.
You can't stand what?
Any demonstration of affection. I don't know how to handle it. How to respond to it. I never have. It's a big problem for me.
Oh, Mr. Grant.
Mary?
I'm sorry.
Mary, can't you just go out there and explain to them how I hate this sort of thing and tell them to go away?
No, I can't do that. I invited them here. Mr. Grant, I'm really sorry.
Hey, Mary, you have nothing to apologize for.
That's right. You worked pretty hard for this party. And you know why, Lou? Because she didn't want you to be alone on your birthday.
Look, Lou, I want you to know I'm not going to lay any guilt on you because that's what my mother always does to me, and I hate it. But if she were here, my mother would say, Lou, do what you want. Doesn't make any difference if you are ripping out the hearts of those who love you.
That makes sense, Lou.
I can't fight all of you. Okay, I'll let him in.
Now we can have a party.
Good going.
Okay.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Louie. Happy birthday to you.
Where's Lou?
Well, he did say he could only stay a few minutes. Mr. Grant.
I thought I'd just drop by and apologize for ruining your party.
That's all right. Well, come on in. Everybody's gone.
So, how was my party?
You want to know something? It was the best party I ever gave.
Figures.
It would have been a lot better if you'd been here.
Oh, it's all right. I understand.
They're your presents. Ted insisted that we open them. He said you would have wanted it that way.
So everybody had a good time, huh?
Yeah. Hey, there's some cake left. You want some?
Yeah, sure. Who blew out my candles?
Oh, we all did.
Yeah? Anybody make a wish?
Yeah, Gordy.
Yeah, what did he wish?
Oh, you don't want to know that, Mr. Grant. So what did you do tonight?
Oh, I went down to McCluskey's and had a couple of drinks.
Sounds like it was fun.
Nah, they threw a surprise party for me.
Well, you see, Mr. Grant, everybody really loves you.
I know.
who can turn the world on with her smile, who can take a nothing day and suddenly make it all seem worthwhile. Well, it's you, girl, and you should know it. With each glance and every little movement you show it. Love is all around, no need to waste it. You can have the town, why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all. You're gonna make it after all.
Mary? Yeah? I found you a vegetable.
Oh, Rhoda, thank you. You saved my life.
Well, it's all I had in my freezer. Now, I'm not sure what it is because the wrap is torn off, but I know it's a vegetable.
Yeah? How do you know it's a vegetable?
Well, because the only thing left in the box is this giant green toe.
Cauliflower.
Cauliflower. I don't even like cauliflower. What's cauliflower doing in my freezer? Oh, I remember. I was making dinner for a guy, and he asked me what he could bring. And I told him, listen, we're having fish, so you should bring something that's white and chilled. Who's coming to dinner?
Ross Nelson.
The anchor man from Channel 8?
Yeah.
Where'd you meet him?
Oh, at the awards dinner. Boy, not only does Channel 8 have the best ratings in town, they win all the awards, too. Ross won 3. Best coverage, best feature story, and outstanding editorial achievement.
How'd he do in the swimsuit competition?
If they'd had one, he would have won it.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Listen, Mayor, how does WJM feel about this? I mean, you know, after all, he is directly opposite you, your show. I mean, is it dangerous dating the enemy?
Oh, Rhoda, that's so high school.
That's the truth. Listen, in high school, if a sharkette was ever caught even talking to a guy who wasn't a shark, they would drag her into the girls' room and bleach her bangs.
We're not really enemies. I mean, Channel 8 has their audience. We have our audience. It's just that theirs is huge and gross. Ours is small and tasteful.
Weird. Well, I guess I better be racing on back upstairs.
Hi, Ross.
Hi, Mary. I hope I'm not late.
No. Hey, thank you. Oh, Rhoda Morgenstern, I'd like you to meet Ross Nelson.
Hello.
Oh, nice to meet you.
It's a great pleasure to meet you, really. I never miss your show. Never.
I thought you never missed Star Show.
And last night, I loved that expose you did on the corruption in Councilman Homburg's office. Oh, listen, that gave me goosebumps.
Ted
Really.
did a great interview with the cottage cheese queen.
It was really good meeting you. Really, it was a pleasure.
Same here, Rhoda. Maybe from now on you should watch WJM. They need the audience.
That's the truth.
Excuse me, I'm looking for Ross. Could you tell me where I find Ross Nelson?
Oh, he's out on an assignment.
Oh, I'm supposed to have lunch with him.
We should be back in a few minutes. I'm Bill Bradford.
Hi, I'm Mary Richards.
Here's the background on the construction company. Thank you.
Boy, it's a lot of activity.
No, don't judge us by this. It's a slow day.
Wow, would you look at all the
Monitors?
monitors.
They're called monitors. We use them to watch all the other news shows.
Right.
You know, see who's getting a jump on a story.
Yes, I know. I work in the newsroom at WJM. Funny.
You're not kidding.
How come you don't have a WJM monitor up there? I mean, we certainly get our share of stories, too.
We used to monitor you. But you know how Ted Baxter is? A crowd would gather, everybody would start to laugh, and then nobody would get any work done.
Excuse me. Bill, one of our stringers just phoned in with a tip. A freighter hit a sandbar on the Mississippi River about 20 miles south of here, and it's sinking. Now, they're trying to get the men off. Now, nobody else in town has this story. We get a mobile unit available?
Yeah, number 4 just came back.
All right, and we better send a helicopter and cover ourselves with some aerial shots. We'll lead with this. Let's hope nobody else gets it.
I'll be back in a minute. I gotta take care of this. Sure.
Excuse me. Could I borrow your phone? Just a minute. It's just a personal call, but, local.
Answer the phone, will you, Murr?
I'm on my lunch break, Ted. You get it.
Come on, Murr. I want to sound the star answering telephones.
They'd be real proud of you, Ted, for mastering a new skill.
Newsroom.
Ted, listen, it's Mary.
Oh, hi, Mary. It's Mary.
Ted, listen to me, will you? Because I gotta tell you something.
Will you speak up, Mary? We've got a bad connection. I can barely hear you.
Ted, a freighter is sinking in the Mississippi on a sandbar.
What?
On a sandbar. No, thank you.
What?
Well, this very nice gentleman here at the Channel 8 newsroom just asked me if I would like to have something to drink. No, thank you. No. You just go ahead and take care of that big story about the freighter sinking on the sandbar. Did you hear that, Ted?
Oh, I got that freighter on the sandbar.
Ted!
While I've got you on the phone, somebody stole the canvas chair out of my dressing room. You know, the one with my name stencil on the back? What if you had any clues? Just because she didn't know the answer, she'd have to get angry.
Come in.
Mr. Grant, something has got to be done.
If you're talking about Ted's chair, Mary, I'm clean and I can prove it.
Chair? Oh, that's so typical. Do you know that while this newsroom was worrying about Ted's chair, that a freighter vanished on the Mississippi?
I doubt if the same guy was responsive.
Oh, Mr. Grant. Don't you ever ask yourself why we are always last in the ratings?
Yes, and I've come up with what I think is a very good explanation. Fewer people watch us.
It's because they are watching Channel 8.
I always hear about Channel 8. What's so terrific about Channel 8 anyway?
Mr. Grant, boy, they have got an organization over there like nothing I've ever seen before.
Hey, we're not so bad either, you know.
Oh, but they've got...
A lot of fancy equipment, sure. But that doesn't make a newsroom, Mary. You take away their helicopters and their mobile units and their walkie-talkies and their big budget, and what have you got?
Us.
People. All the equipment in the world doesn't make a news team, Mary.
I know.
You got to have the people.
But that equipment is why they're always beating us to the stories.
Oh, there's more to news than just getting there first. It's what you do with the story, how you handle it. I wouldn't trade my staff for the Channel 8 newsroom if they threw in all the high-priced gear in Minneapolis.
Oh, Mr. Grant, you're right. This is a great team, and I am really proud to be a part. Come in.
Hey, Mary. Guess who's outside? Ross Nelson.
Murray, why did you let him in? How couldn't you have kept him waiting outside?
I'm sorry.
But of course, Murray had to be eating a popsicle.
You're embarrassed, Mary. You're ashamed of us.
Oh, Mr. Grant, you know that I love you. It's
Mary,
just...
let me tell you a little story. When I was a kid, my dad had a tiny little grocery store. It was a good store, an honest work, but I was ashamed of it. So whenever one of my friends would come to visit me at the store, I would always tell him my dad had 3 more like it. You see what I'm leading up to?
That I should stop being childish and go out there with my head held high.
Right. When you show him around the newsroom, tell him we have 3 more like it.
Of you to drop by.
I wanted to apologize for standing you up.
Oh, that's all right. Would you like to go to lunch now? I'll go with you.
I think I'd rather see your newsroom. Where is it?
Oh, have you met Murray Slaughter? Murray is our writer.
Yeah.
We've met.
Mary, I'm going down to the coffee shop. You want a popsicle or something?
No, thank you, Murray.
No. Well, stay, Ross.
Right. Just one writer.
No, we don't have just one writer. We have another one. This is our producer, Lou Grant. Ross Nelson.
How you doing? Nice little operation you got over there at Channel 8, is it?
Right. Thanks, Lou. You too.
Oh, thanks. Go on, Mary. Show him the rest of our plant.
Oh, no, I don't think Ross...
Yes, I do. I do, really.
Okay, That's our monitor. And, well, this is our wastebasket. But, you know, it's the central one that's used, you know, by... And, no, of course, there's a series of clocks up there with, you know, that around the world. And the studio is right in here.
Oh, was that Ross Nelson?
Yeah. Ted, where are you going?
Lou, I don't want to be here when he gets back. I mean, what'll I say to him? He's #1.
Ted, you're as good as he is. We're as good as they are.
Tell me the truth, Lou. This is so important to me. You have no idea how important. Tell me the truth. Are we as good as they are?
No.
I said the truth, Lou. Please.
Yes.
Really?
Ted?
Oh, okay. I'm not worried about it. I suppose underneath that tinsel and glitter, he's probably just an ordinary guy. I know I am.
Of course. He'd be glad to meet you.
What'll I say to him, Lou? I mean, I'm not good at making conversation. It's hard to me. Oh, sure, with chicks it's easy, but with other guys, I don't know what to say, Lou.
All you have to do is just shake his hand and say hello.
Then he'll say hello back, and it'll be my turn again. This has happened to me before, Lou.
All right, Ted, why don't you just start by saying, how do you do, Nelson? It's always nice to meet a fellow anchorman.
Hello, Nelson.
How do you do, Nelson?
How do you do, Nelson? It's always nice to meet a...
Fellow anchorman.
Fellow anchorman. I suppose I could say that.
Yeah.
Then what?
Oh, Ted, this is Ross Nelson, Ted Baxter.
Ted Baxter, hey, what a pleasure.
How do you do, Nelson? It's always nice to meet a fellow anchorman.
Same here.
Well. So, well.
Hey, Lou, hey, a bridge under construction just collapsed over on...
Hold it, Murray. Hold it. I'm afraid you'll have to excuse us, Nelson.
Oh, come on, Lou, I hardly think in this day and age...
Oh, sorry, but we are competitors after all.
Okay, thanks for the tour, Mary. See you for dinner.
Right.
Okay, where's that bridge?
Well, over on Grove Street.
Mary, get a unit out there right away and cancel that film on that feature story we're running tonight.
Which one?
The one about the German Shepherd raising the baby duck as her own puppy. No, this is a bigger exclusive. This is a bigger story. You see, Mary? People. That's what makes a news team. People. Hey, where'd you find out about that bridge anyway?
Well, the TV was on in the coffee shop. Channel 8's covering up by a helicopter. I just thought you'd like to know.
Mary, put back the baby duck.
Right.
Okay, now, I tell you why I asked you here. I want us to try to find ways to improve the quality of our news. Now, first off, I talked to the station manager, and he said he certainly understands our problem.
Hey, guys.
What is it, Ted?
Well, I was a little lonely in my dressing room, and I figured if you guys weren't doing anything, that maybe we could...
Ted, we are all doing something.
So what are you guys doing?
He's having a meeting.
You mind if I watch?
Watch what?
Whatever it is you're doing. Please. I don't want to go back to my empty dressing room. There's nobody to talk, nobody to have fun with. Please, Lou, I'll be good.
Okay, Ted, you can stay on one condition. You keep your mouth shut, understood? All right, now, where was I?
You were talking to the station manager?
All right, I was talking to the station manager, and he has approved an increase in our budget of $250 a month. Now, I know that's not a lot, but maybe we can find some good ideas of how to spend it. Murray?
Well, look, wait a minute. Maybe... I know I'm supposed to be quiet, but I've got an idea how to spend that money that'll make our news a lot better.
All right, Ted, what is it?
Give me a raise of $250 a month.
That's gonna make the news better?
Sure it is. You get what you pay for, Lou. I'm not saying I've been holding back. I mean, I've been giving 100%, but with $250 more, something really special. The lid will be off.
Ted, I know that you're going to find this hard to understand, but I don't want your lid off. Go ahead, Murray. You were saying?
Well, I have this one idea. I don't know if you're gonna like it or not. No, you're not gonna like
Murray,
it.
come on, it might be a terrific idea. Go, say it.
Yeah, well, okay. Now, look, I was thinking that we could take the money and buy an electric typewriter. I mean, just think. If you make a mistake, you can X out by holding your finger on the key. And you can change the typeface any time. Why did you make me tell it, Mary? I didn't want to tell her. You're always pushing me, Mary. I knew it was a lousy idea. I never should have said it.
Mr. Grant, I have an idea. It's something that I've been thinking about for a long time, and, well, now with the extra money and all. Why don't we find some students, you know, like college kids who are interested in journalism and take them on as part-time reporters?
You mean like stringers?
Yeah, right, stringers. I mean, it wouldn't cost us that much money, and they'd be getting great experience.
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. You want to hire a bunch of know-nothing teenage reporters? A bunch of 17, 18-year-old kids to find stories for my show? Can you believe your ears, Lou? Can you?
Yes, Ted. And I'm going to do it. Because I was a stringer when I was 15 years old. And I was a pretty good newspaper man, too.
Oh, sure. 15 years old, but not 17, 18.
Oh, by the way, Mary, been watching the show? Listen, kid, I felt bad about what happened last week. And I have been watching it every single night.
Don't really watch it tomorrow night, Rhoda. Stick with Channel 8.
Mary, what are you talking about? Listen, I'm watching the show. I'm enjoying it. Really, that's how I feel. Yeah. Hey, what's the matter?
Rhoda, I don't know. It just... For the first time in my life, I am embarrassed about where I work. I feel terrible. I mean, I hate it, but since I've been going out with Ross, I just feel so...
Inferior?
Inferior.
It's funny how I guessed that. I mean, in my life, that's pretty big news, Mayor. You feeling inferior.
Yeah, well, it's true.
I mean, it's like finding out that Yul Gibbons eats pizza.
Like the other day, I told Ross that we'd hired those college students as part-time reporters.
Right, yeah.
So now every time I see him, he says, so, how are things on Sesame Street? I mean, ordinarily, Rhoda, someone says something cute like that, I laugh, you know? But now all I want to do is just wipe that smug smile off Ross's face.
Oh, kid, you're really upset, huh?
Yeah, because I feel sorry for all of us. Murray, Mr. Grant, me, Ted even. You know, last night, Ross's closing story was an interview with Secretary of State Kissinger. Really? Ted's closing story was an exclusive interview with a mynah bird that had been taught to say good night and good news.
How'd they ever get Kissinger?
I don't know. Took us 2 weeks just to get the bird.
In Phoenix, Arizona yesterday, a savings and loan bank was held up by a 3-foot 2-inch dwarf. Police say that the closed-circuit cameras were unable to get a picture of the holdup man because his head did not reach the counter. Pardon me for laughing, but that's the first time I heard that. Now, on the lighter side...
He mixed up his pages again. That was the lighter side.
The French government announced today a new series of atom bomb tests in the South Pacific. That's not that funny.
Newsroom. Oh, hi, Ron. Uh-huh. Hey, yeah, that really sounds interesting. Hang on just a second, will you? Mr. Grant, it's Ron. He's at the teacher's strike headquarters, and he says the strike is over. See, his old high school English teacher is on the negotiating committee, and she said that they're going to vote to accept the package.
Ron who?
Ron McGuire, one of the kids I hired as a part-time reporter.
He's sure?
Yeah.
Call strike headquarters and see if you can reach anyone there to confirm.
No, Ron says that he's the only one who knows.
Pete, go in my office and see if Channel 8 has anything on the teacher's strike.
Right.
Murray, we've only got 3 minutes airtime left.
Oh, nobody's answering, Lou.
Type up an intro for Ted. You know what we need. Let me speak to the kid.
His name is Ron.
Hello, kid. Lou Grant, one question. Are you sure about this? He says he's sure.
Mr. Grant?
Huh?
Channel 8 has nothing on the strike yet.
Keep watching.
Right.
Ron, listen to me. It's very important to us that you are very sure. We're sticking our necks out on this. Ron, are you really sure? He says he's sure. Okay, kid, hold on.
Well, here's the intro. You're gonna take a chance?
What do you say, Mary?
I say, let's do it.
So do I. Let's go with it. Murray, get that intro down to Ted.
Right.
Mary, get the library to find a slide of the teachers picketing.
Right.
Then get the booth to hook into the phone line for an audio feed. Ron, Lou Grant. All right, now listen very carefully to me. As soon as you get a cue from the engineer, you are going to tell your story over the phone just the way you told it to Mary. Huh?
You're all hooked up.
Okay, Ron, we're ready to put it on the air.
We interrupt our scheduled news to bring you this exclusive late bulletin. WGM has learned exclusively that the teacher's strike is over. And now we're bringing you in exclusively by audio our exclusive WGM correspondent on the scene, Ron McGuire. Come in, Ron, with that exclusive bulletin.
The teachers' union will announce at midnight tonight...
Your time is up. Please signal went through.
Okay. The teachers' union will announce at midnight tonight their decision to accept management's package and return to work tomorrow morning. This is Ronald Bryan McGuire, Jr. for WJM TV at strike headquarters. Oh, gosh.
And that's it for tonight. This is Ted Baxter saying good night and good news.
Anything on Channel 8?
Well, they said from all reports the strike should continue for at least 2 more weeks.
Yeah, and there's nothing on the wires, Lou. Nothing on Channel 8, nothing on the wires. Lou, look, what happens if we're wrong, Lou?
We're not wrong. If we're wrong, that's all.
Right, so we make a mistake. Big deal. I bet Channel 8 makes lots of mistakes.
Right. I mean, what's the worst thing that can happen? Thousands of kids will show up for school tomorrow, and nobody...
Hey, what are we so down about?
Right. What are we so down about?
Yeah. I remember in the early 40s back there, when I was a kid, working on the city desk in a Detroit Free Press. It was Sunday, 4 o'clock in the morning. Somebody phoned in a story, and I had no way to check it out. It was either print the biggest story of the century and beat every paper in the city by hours, or kill it. I was a gutsy kid, so I decided to print it. You want to know what that story was? I'll tell you what that story was. The Japanese had just bombed San Diego. Okay, so I was wrong. It takes guts to be wrong, doesn't it?
Right.
Yeah, Lou.
Grant, look at this. It just came over AP.
The teachers' union announced tonight that the strike is over. The strike is over, Mary. The
We
strike
did it!
is over. Right! Everybody missed it but us! Right, Mary? Everybody missed it but us! Hey, we did it!
Hey, I knew we did. Channel 8's got to eat. Nice going, kid.
Hey, what are we so happy about? The teachers' strike is over.
That's right, Ted. The teacher's strike is over.
And we beat everybody to it.
We beat everybody. The teachers' strike is over.
Hey, wait a minute. What are we so happy about? We're not teachers.